What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim's Sports Talk. And today we have another film review. A film review of the wonderful Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting the chat up here. Oh man, this is what we're gonna watch. We're gonna see Chase Young and Montez Sweat's final game together here in Washington. Oh yeah. If you guys see my video, I see a lot of people commenting like, "Oh, it was smart. It was a good decision. It was this. It was that." I'm not hating the decision to trade. It's the value we got back. And Mayhew and Ron are negotiating these. It's not the Harris group. You don't have Harris, Josh Harris coming on the phone. Okay, would you take a second? Would you take a third? Would you take a first? Would you take this? Would you do that? No. Martin Mayhew still has a job as general manager. It's still his job to make trades. It's still his job to negotiate. Okay? If they've stripped them from their power, why are they here? Like, why are they here? Like, it's ridiculous. So, Mayhew stinks. Ron stinks. And yes, my criticisms in my video was correct. It was not we got to talk about the Harris group. Yeah, Harris group told them they had to make the moves, but they're the ones that negotiated. So, it's terrible. What a great day, great value. Oh, yeah, it's wonderful, says PCC. I disagree. We here to watch the pressures we're no longer getting. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, O.J. Simpson was a legend a legend on and off the field. Wow, good one, Donald. The ownership group has to sign off on it. That's all over the reporting. Yeah, of course, but they wanted to just make the move. But they're not professionals, okay? Josh Harris does not know what the proper value of a defensive end is. Right? He just bought a team. Just because you bought a team does not mean you're now all of a sudden know football. Okay? Like, you got to make moves. You got to negotiate better than this. And you also got to put yourselves in a better situation than what you are in right now. Right? Not taking up Chase Young's fifth-year option, which I said we should in the offseason or make the move right then, absolutely helped plummet Chase Young's value. Why? Because now he's not under contract for any length of time, so now no team wants to trade anything of value for a guy they may only get for 9 games. Right? If you don't make that, like I said, the worst case scenario was just hanging on to him and just playing it out one more season. Because what happens if he does well? What do you like? Doesn't mean you're going to get him. Now you get the franchise tag. Now you're paying a huge contract. Or now you traded him, and I didn't expect them to trade him. That was not even on my radar because was quite shocked. You're going to trade a dude that's from the area, second overall pick, who's actually playing well for a conditional third-round pick? A conditional third-round pick. Let me confirm that is like, we may not even get a third-round pick. Is that what I'm hearing? Like, that's crazy. For a third pick, is it actually a third round now? It's not a conditional, so somebody reported that earlier. And it was not true. For a third round pick. Okay, so it's not a conditional. So we're only getting a third round pick for a dude that's top 5 in pressures. Chase Young, PFF. How many sacks did he end up with? He ended up with 6 sacks. And he's top 5 in pressures, 75.4 overall. It's crazy. Y'all being fans of Chase, he's not worth a high 2. He's massively underperformed. I disagree. I just disagree. I don't understand it. I don't know why you would say he completely is massively underperformed. Like, yeah, okay, so he's not TJ Watt getting 100 sacks a game. Freaking Bradley Chubb didn't. Bradley Chubb, how many sacks did he have before he got traded? Stats. How many stats did he have? When he was in the Broncos, he ended up with 12 sacks, 1 sack, 7.5, and 5.5 before being traded to the Dolphins on the final year of his deal, like 5th-year option already included, and the Dolphins traded a first-round pick. Like, we devalued him, we screwed it up, and, it's not like these numbers are fantastic coming from Bradley Chubb. What was Bradley Chubb's PFF year after year? You know, I understand that PFF is not the end-all, be-all. I get it. But still, what was it? Let's see. 2018, he was a 67.4. 2019, a 59.4. 2020, a 70.7. 21, a 45. 22, a 66.3. Not once did he hit what Chase Young has hit this year at PFF. Again, not all end-all, be-all, but not once did he hit a 75, which is what Chase Young currently sits at. And if we go back to his rookie year, he was an 87.2. 2021, he was a 75.1. 2022, he's a 78.4. And 2023, he was a 75.4. Again, PFF, not the end-all, be-all. It's just something. It's just a rating to take a look at. Bradley Chubb in the final year of his stint in Denver had, 5.5 sacks is what I just read? And yet this guy demanded a first-round pick. I wonder how they got that done. How did Denver get it done, but then we just completely devalue our dudes? What else am I supposed to look at, dude? I just said, I understand PFF is not the end-all, be-all. It's just a stat. It's just something to note. And not only that, Chase Young is 24 years old. We have a guy that's top 5 in pressures at 24 years of age demanding a 3rd-round pick? We devalued a 24-year-old that much. Holy smokes. And then people are going to try to talk to me into that this was a good move. We got good value. We have good, Bradley Chubb went for a first because the market conditions were different? Are you telling me that, okay, so you're telling me 2 years ago, a defensive end was worth that much more than what a defensive end is now? That's what you guys are telling me. Look, yeah. Wow. I mean, you were probably going to get a conditional or a compensatory 3rd-round pick anyway. Why not keep him, franchise tag him, and move forward? Or see if the new ownership wants him or not. Or you franchise tag him and trade him. Telling you the Dolphins had tons of extra picks and were reaching. It's a matter of the buyer. Dude, Chase Young, clearly, we just did everything we could to freaking devalue this guy. We just did everything. He will ball at San Francisco. We're going to regret this. He's going to be great, I promise you. He's 24 and a half years old. How old was Bradley Chubb when he got traded? 25 and a half. Not even. Almost 26. So he's 2 years younger than Chubb as well. Unimaginable. You don't trade him for a 3rd. You keep him and see if you can't make something happen in the offseason to pay him. He's a local kid, your number 2 overall pick, huge fan favorite in a lot of ways. It's just franchise players, yes, they can. Yes, you can trade. There's a player you franchise tag to trade. If he really doesn't want to be here, you franchise him to hold him here to keep your leverage, and then you make a move to be traded. What do you mean? Yes, this is a thing. Because Bears overpaid 2 first-rounders for Khalil Mack at the time. I mean, I'm not pretending Chase Young is a Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack was a freaking monster. Leonard Williams got away with more, and he's now 30. Yeah, Leonard Williams got a second and a fifth, and he's a 30-year-old defensive tackle. He's not even an edge rusher, which is higher valued. What I don't get is why the Bears didn't trade for Chase instead of Sweat. I don't either. I think that we got desperate right at the last minute because we negotiated like dog crap. And the final offer on the board was a third-round pick. And we just threw it away. Like, that's nothing. That's nothing. Like, it's... Right now, San Francisco got Trent Williams and Chase Young for 2/3 and a fifth from us. It's the injuries. He had one injury. It's the injuries. What was his injury history? How many games did he actually miss? It's one injury that lasted a while. Chase Young injury history. He had a groin thing his rookie year in 2020, September 27th. Rookie during the week 3 loss to Cleveland. He was sidelined for one game. He missed one game in 2020 because of a groin. Came back and played. Had one rookie of the year. He tore his ACL in 2021 and a cervical neck stinger. Suffered an injury in Washington's preseason opener. He returned to action in week 2 versus the Broncos. So he did have a stinger that he missed one game this year against Cardinals that we thought we could walk over. Fine. So he missed a game for a groin, a game for a neck stinger, and then the big injury was the neck. Or not the neck, sorry, the knee. So he missed 2 games from other things, one on each injury. Didn't he tear it in college too? I'm not sure. Ownership had to be the ultimate ones to let them both go. I'm somewhat surprised that Magic, who is Josh's right hand, was okay with it, even though look, they're the ones that said Josh Harris is not a freaking football guy. He's been an owner for 2 months. Josh Harris, yes, he told them that they need to make some moves, and they signed off on it, but it's not like he's some genius. Martin Mayhew and Ron Rivera made these deals today. Like, it's terrible, dude. It's terrible. Also, didn't Bradley Chubb have an injury too? Bradley Chubb injury history? Bradley Chubb's injury history. Bradley Chubb has way more injuries listed, but how many games did he miss? Suffered a knee in week 4, lost the Jaguars. He was out the remainder of the season. So that was in 2019. He lost a season. 2020, Chubb missed the last 2 games of the 2020 season with a left ankle injury and was required offseason surgery, which kept him sidelined. Chubb tweaked a right ankle during training camp. He missed week 1 matchup against the Giants. Chubb aggravated his ankle week 2's victory against the Jacksonville. He was placed on IR and missed 8 games. Chubb suffered a shoulder injury in week 13 game against Kansas City. He was good for the next game. That was in 2021. Chubb returned to a limited role in week 18 for a hand finger. Tim, what sources do you have in this organization? I'm following the reporting. What are you following? Serious question. I mean, are you suggesting, like, is this the suggestion that Martin Mayhew and Ron Rivera have been now handicapped and not involved in any transaction, so they've basically been stripped of their duties, but yet they haven't been fired? Like, that's the suggestion. That's what... I'm not following any, I don't have any inside sources. I'm just trying to follow what's most likely. That you have a GM and you have a head coach that are currently under contract and currently still in the building, and they had no involvement? Maybe Ron didn't because he's the head coach, but you're telling me Martin Mayhew had no involvement in this. And Ron Rivera had involvement up until this point. It was his team up until 3 days ago. Right? Especially up until this season. Like, what am I supposed to take from this? Other than Martin Mayhew, Ron Rivera has collectively devalued this kid over and over by not signing the 5th-year option, by waiting to trade it on draft day and couldn't get any compensation, waiting until the day before to make the decision to sell, so you have no time to negotiate. You're not doing anything with beforehand. Ron has more say than Mayhew. Yeah, Ron, it was Ron's team, but he hired Mayhew. Ron's a delegator. Ron is a delegator. Ron doesn't make these decisions just unilaterally. He's hired Jack Del Rio to run the defense. It was Jack Del Rio's defense who's been stinking it up, and he doesn't change anything. Ron Rivera doesn't. He hired Scott Turner to run the offense, and it waited way too long before he said, hey, you got to run the ball. I hear you, Rudy. It's just Martin Mayhew and Ron Rivera are still under contract, still here. They were main parts of the negotiation. At least the GM was, general manager. Unless you're just saying Eugene Shin came in and he's just running it all now. If that's the case, why in the heck is Mayhew still here? Get him out of the building. If your GM is not a part of the trade process, what are you here for? Like, what in the world is your job title at this point? Anyway, all right. That was my rant about the stupid trades, and we can get in here. Didn't see any of that. My understanding of the reporting, I've read over a dozen articles this afternoon, is that Josh Harris people signed off on these trades. Of course, okay. I have no doubt he signed off on these trades. No doubt. Never doubted that for a second. I'm not suggesting that Martin Mayhew and Ron Rivera went rogue. Sorry if I made it. If that's what I made it sound like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make that. Of course, I think Josh Harris and his group had a hand in this. Of course. The GM and Ron are the issue and should be gone. I agree. I like Ron from what we saw of how he was trying to build the players, believe they can win. I think he's a great man, just a shite coach. I'm with you, Big Shaw. I'm with you, dude. He's a good leader of men as far as motivator and a dude that'll believe in you, loyal until the bitter end. You know, he's a guy that you want next to you in the war, right? If you're in World War II, you want Ron Rivera right next to you. He ain't leaving you for nothing, right? Great teammate, I'm sure, out there in the Bears. Sure, he was a fantastic. I could believe that in a heartbeat. Head coach, he has no talent evaluation abilities. He's terrible. Like, it took him until... anyway, I can go on and on. But it is what it is. Appreciate you guys for being here. 50 of you already in the chat. Hit the like button, and let's go ahead and get started on this film review. Ron wanted to do nothing. Like the culture he was trying to build. Yep. Happy rebuild imminent. Yes, that is the only silver lining in this, is that they're definitely gone. They're definitely gone, which I just wish we made the decision now rather than later to give EB a chance to show if he can be a head coach, because he's still got a lot to prove. But I don't know. But apparently I heard a report that maybe he is technically the head coach behind the scenes, and Ron Rivera is more of just a headpiece right now. I don't know. Terrible. Last film, yep. All right, here we go. So I was predicting a run here because he really likes that, but no, they're going to put Brian Robinson in motion, takes the snap, and look at how quick that ball was out. That's something that's going to be a theme throughout the entire film review. I swear, on average, he's only going to hold on to the ball for like a second and a half all day long. Eric Bieniemy called such a better game here. So there's a quick slant to our boy Curtis Samuel. Gets a nice gain on first down. And almost you don't even have to look at the offensive line anymore. It doesn't matter because the ball's out so fast. Larson, though, we are looking at them, though. We'll take a look. That is not a bad block at all for Tyler Larson going against, I believe, 90's Carter, right? Because 91's Cox. I'm not sure. Can't see his number. 93. 94 Sweat. Reddick. Who's 93 for them? Eagles depth chart. Why am I drawing a blank? Who's 93? 93 is Milton Williams. That's right. We did see Williams a lot during the play-by-play. Williams did explode for a lot. So he's getting the start over Jalen Carter right now. Okay. '92 is Carter. Oh, Jordan Davis. Why did I say... you know what's funny is whole time when I was saying, oh yeah, number 90 is Carter, in my whole time I was thinking Jordan Davis. Right? The whole time I was saying out loud, because you could tell by how I was saying, oh, Williams is getting the start over Jalen Carter. Like, I knew what I meant to say, and I was just saying different words. Jordan Davis, sorry, is number 90, is Jordan Davis. That's what I meant to say the whole time. Chris Paul is a beast. Just watch. Good. But anyway, yeah, like, nothing wrong with that pocket and everything. The ball was out quick. And it looked like they also did a good job, creating that window to throw through. Of course, Williams is making it easier here to running outside, but Chris Paul doing a good job sealing it, pushing him out, creating a nice window. Look at that window for Sam Howell to throw through. That's a lot better than we've seen. And, I mean, how if we have to hold on to the ball too much longer, how would have Leno won the rep? We'll never know. Sometimes EB calls quick throws and Sam didn't throw it. This game he actually did. Someone did a film review. I can't remember. They showed EB was calling this stuff before Sam just held on to the ball. Excuse me. Yes, there was definitely times Sam Howell did not throw the ball. 100%. But I think that not only that, but we called a lot of screens in this game. We really focused on getting the ball out this week. And yes, Sam did a lot better job this week. A lot better job. All right, we got 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Looking, quick throw again, and close to the first down. I don't remember if they gave it to us. I don't think they did. Yeah, no, we had 3rd and 1 because he came back without actually being touched. Nice double team. Chris Paul doing a great job here on Williams. Again, big window to throw. And Leno just getting pushed back in the pocket. Thank goodness Howell got rid of that ball. Single back formation. Counter to the right. Not much there, though. Take a look at this from the back end. So we got a counter here. We're faking it to the left, coming back to the right. No pulling guard, though, with the counter. That's interesting. We're just going to run up the middle here. Yeah, I think that Sam Cosmi held this double team a little longer than he probably should. Even though Wiley one-on-one with Cox is never a good look. De'Ami Brown is your guy that's going to be right here at the point of attack. That's unfortunate as well. I wish it's not De'Ami. But just a simple inside zone run here. Yeah, can't hold our blocks very much. Not a lot there, but we do get a yard. And that's all we needed, though. Actually, that was just a 3rd and 1. So we needed. That's all we needed. Perfect. All right. I'll take it. That was only a 3rd and 1. We got 2 yards on 3rd and 1. I'll take that all day. Takes the snap. Quick throw. There's the screen pass that we were talking about. And see, I was saying this during the broadcast. One of these offensive linemen needs to turn around and seal. Okay? This is a great slip. You have 4 dudes out here to get to the shuttle screen. But somebody, there's no reason. 1, 2, 3 are coming up to block one dude. Chris Paul, I wish he just turned around and just ran into these two to help create this window. Nobody turns around to actually shield off, and this could have been a touchdown. Imagine if 1, 2 just turn around and lay a block here. Boom. You get one block here, you just decide which way you're going to cut, left or right, and this could be a touchdown going the other way. And instead, everybody just tries to go up and block 31. Nobody turns around and helps actually create that tunnel screen, right? They didn't create one half of the tunnel. One half of the tunnel just disappeared, and sure enough, he gets hit from behind. Otherwise, this could be a touchdown, right? So Chris Paul and Larson need to realize whoever's the first one out here is going to get here. If you see a jersey in front of you, turn around and start to seal. So that could have been a way bigger play if the offensive line made a better block. Because they did a great job faking the pass set, right? Slipping off, letting them go through. And yeah, I mean, the Eagles were totally fooled here. But you just got to turn around and seal that off. Turn around and seal it off. All right. Two receivers to each side. Handoff up the middle. Oh man, good safety blitz at the right moment. You don't usually account to block the safety. I don't know. He's more like a linebacker right now. So yeah, we do have to account to block him then. But we only have 5 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down linemen. So it's really not that great of a look to even run here. You'd almost rather check out. Let's look at the back end. Like, yeah, we got one-on-one here. It does have safety help over the top. Maybe you can squeeze it into the cover 2 if you throw a little fade pass or maybe a back shoulder throw on that side. If this guy does blitz, this is wide open on the hot route. And this guy right now is being covered. Logan Thomas is basically not covered right now, right? Because Sweat is not staying out in cover. And if you do, then, hey, keep the ball and you run it. Right? If he stays out, if he drops into coverage, then you run it. Screw it. Right? I wish we could have checked out of that call. That's a really good defensive call by the Eagles at the right moment that we didn't check out of. And with a 9th game start rookie QB, basically, yeah, nobody accounted for him. And we didn't have the blockers. We just literally did not have enough blockers. And Sweat did end up dropping back into coverage. So, but if Brown blitzed, then that means that Curtis Samuel would have been wide open. So you could have had a hot route either direction. It's either Logan or it's Curtis. Make your decision. Get rid of the ball quickly. Instead, run play, nowhere to go. We just didn't have the blockers. John Conn reporting that in his talks around the league about Chase, it was the knee. No one would give what the Niners gave. Kime said that people have been calling for months for the knee. Yeah, I don't understand. Why would you worry about the knee 9 games in when it's clearly not bothering him? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, I understand that John Conn reported it. He's going to know more than me. But at the same time, I don't understand why people are concerned about a knee that he's been playing on for 8 straight games and haven't had any problems. Or 7 straight games. I don't know. Like, and why you couldn't have negotiated better than that? Like, his knee's fine. Show the doctor's reports. Flushed out to the pocket to the right and incomplete, but we got a holding out here. Nice. Nagging injury, so other teams will want to be careful. But it's like he's played through the knee injury ever since at the end of last year. Yeah, I mean, like ever since he got cleared, his knee has been fine. It was just a shoulder that kept him out of week 1. Blitzing to Kobe Dean. Get bailed out with a penalty. He definitely held, though. Definitely held. That's the fear that it could be a nagging injury. I don't know. I feel like those... Hi, Booba. I feel like those knee injuries, once they get healed, I mean, the surgery's pretty dang good in sports medicine now. Like, how often do people re-injure their knee after an ACL? What's the likelihood of re-injury? ACL re-injury percentage. No, not recovery. Re-injury. Re-injury. Anterior cruciate ligament. That's what ACL stands for. You never really hear that, huh? Anterior cruciate? I don't know that word. Injuries accounted for 20% of all knee injuries and 3% of all injuries captured by the surveillance, blah, 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 blah. ACL tells the National Football League. How many of them are re-injured? How often is an ACL re-injured? ACL is the most common injury ligament. The annual reported incident, blah, blah, blah. What the heck? Why can't... I hate Google these days, man, in NFL. Like, what's the re-injured rate? Or what would you say if it's not re-injury? I want to know the injury rate. I want to know how often is it re-injured? How is the ACL injured a second time? Among NFL athletes in history with ACL reconstruction, there's approximately 25% chance incidence of players who sustained a second ACL injury during their NFL career. Among the NFL athletes entering the NFL with the ACL reconstruction, there's approximately a 25% chance of players who sustained a second ACL injury during the NFL career. So it's 25% chance you can, according to the Science Direct, that incidence of players who sustained a second ACL. So you have a 25% of doing it again. How common is an ACL tear twice? The risk of re-tearing the ACL is 5%, but this is probably through everybody. This is probably not NFL. There are several ways to limit the possibility of injury. Okay. Yeah, that's probably everybody. How often do NFL players tear their ACL? Show that up to 8% of all participants in the NFL Combine had already had a history of ACL injury. ACL tears represent 2% of injuries in the NFL. I don't know. So according to this, the best I could find is Science Direct that it's a 25% chance of re-injury. How accurate that is, I don't know. 25% is very high. I mean, considering that it looks like it's only 2% of injuries are ACL, to have a 25% chance to re-injure it, that's significant. That's significant, for sure. Quick throw over to the right side. And McLaren gets the first down. Or, sorry, 5-yard gain. This was after a first down. Again, I love that. It was a little RPO. Sam Howell took the opportunity to throw it. Love to see it. Purdy is a problem. What's Purdy the problem of? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're watching this. Okay. Under center. McLaurin in motion, left to right, takes a snap, play action, setting up the reverse. De'Ami Brown. Did Leno miss his block or something? Yes, he did. Where are you going? Leno, what are you looking at? Who are you looking for? You really never located him? Just Leno is so bad. Leno is so bad. You just never located Sidney Brown. So nobody blocks him, and guess who makes the tackle? trade then. How do you know he doesn't get injured again? Bird hand push. Trading it once a franchise is done better decision. Great teams do that. I don't know. Here we go. Hal in the shotgun. Quick throw over the right side. Not a good block by Terry. Not a good block by Terry. Not Terry's best game. Yeah, because why are you doing that? Why are you blocking this dude? Why? Or is Logan? Like, which one are you supposed to block the forward? Like, who is that? I mean, it makes sense to me that Terry should be here and Logan should be here because you want that block made quick. You don't want Logan to have to take too long to get out there and it just ends up blowing this up. So Terry should take this. I think Terry did the right thing. Logan needs to get up to the second level. Like, why are we double teaming one player? Ref the district did on Chase. What's that? Chase was awful this game. Little to no effort. Go check out the Ref the District video. It was disgusting. Gotcha. We shall find out today. So that forces a punt. You know what's crazy? Is also the pick we got from San Francisco was a compensatory pick. It wasn't even their actual third round pick. It actually was a compensatory. Because they got that in the D'Amico Ryan hire for the minority coach. You know what would be great news? Is if Eric Bieniemy gets hired by a head coach somewhere else. Because that gives us another third round pick. Thank goodness Montez Sweat made that tackle. Because Jamin Davis, let's see, what gap is he supposed to be in here? Mayo's on this side. Yeah, that was a really good double team block by Landon. If it wasn't for Montez Sweat making that tackle, who knows? As today we have 5 of the top 100 picks, I think. That's cool. I wish they were higher. I wish we had 5 of the top 50 or something like that, but it is what it is. Or 4 in the top 50. Really good pocket to step into. Jamin could have thrown it to Swift, but he checks it down. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Good night. Cover 2. Wide open. Can you make a video of the best moments of Montez Sweat and Chase Young? I don't know if that'll end up happening. Don't have a whole lot of time to edit, and that's a long time to edit when I'm not very good at it. Excuse me. So he caused a little bit of pressure here. Hurts definitely felt it a little bit. Had to feel like he checked it down because he had Smith open if he stayed up to it. I think we get a quick 3 and out here too. Yeah, baby. Percy Butler diving to get it in there. Love to see that. AJ out here bonking heads. I actually hear, Tim, it's the compensatory pick the 49ers got from us hiring Mayhew a while ago. No, it wasn't. Stop. No, it wasn't. Oh, my God. You might be right. I thought it was D'Amico Ryan. No, you're right. It has to be from Mayhew, isn't it? Because they haven't gotten the compensatory pick for D'Amico Ryan yet, right? Or would they have gotten it last year when he got hired as a head coach? Like, would they get it right away for the year after, 2024? I don't know. It might be Martin Mayhew. You might be right. Ugh, disgusting. So we just got the pick that. Oh my God. We basically traded Chase Young for a third round compensatory pick, and Martin Mayhew. Oh, the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Chase really put in the effort here on that play. The ball was out so quick. I mean, like, nobody really, quote unquote, put effort. The ball was already out. I don't know. I wouldn't hate on them for that. Why would they have a compensatory from 4 years ago? It wasn't 4 years ago. It wasn't from us. Oh no, wait, you didn't say us. I don't know why I added us to your thing. It was 3 years ago that we hired him. Yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah, it has to be the D'Amico Ryan one, I think. I think it has to be the D'Amico Ryan. The only reason why I'm saying fire Ron, so it gives some form of a chance to finish for something this season. Too much football left, and I don't believe Ron can do it this year. Yeah, no. I want to see if EB can be a coach. So here we go. 3 receivers to the right. Setting up the screen again. Ooh, nice. Cosme couldn't quite get out there to complete that block, but Curtis Samuel does a good job to slip the arm tackle. Larson just got absolutely waylaid. Why was that not a penalty, actually? Why not a high-low block? It wasn't really a high-low block. It was just an accidental after the tackle. Never mind. Nice run. The 29-yard carry. All right, let's watch the blocking on this bad boy. What do you want, Ruba? All right, here we go. Out of the shotgun. Chris Paul. So you wanted to go right off the butt. This is a good block here by Chris. Creating just enough room. Really good double team here as well. And they pick up the linebacker in there too. So they got the linebacker in that block. That's incredible. Why? So yeah, that's just a bad play by the linebacker. He just ran right into our dude. I mean, it's a good double team, and I'll take it. But we didn't really get off the double team to get the linebacker. The linebacker should have been free here. But instead, I don't know what the linebacker was doing. Just Moreau just runs right into our dude. Wiley was busy, and yet he runs right. Like, he just made this block so much easier. I thought picks come 2 to 3 years to set everything. And because he was in front office executive, I thought it's for 3 years. You might be right. I'm not sure. If it's the higher software guy, I'm just not trading him then. I don't even care. You're likely going to get a compensatory pick anyway for it. You may as well keep him. See if you can't hold on to him. Like, why move on him from him at all? Like, why? Why is that such a desperate move? I mean, that's on the Harris group. What a freaking dart, baby. And let's look at the pass rush here. Yeah, the pass rush, good chip. Man, I love when EB does this. I love when EB listens to me. You chip, you protect these stupid tackles because now we're going to go deep. And Terry McLaurin makes him right. Freaking heck yeah. Either way, I find it hilarious if it's true. I do too. Chip. And that leaves the 3 guys in the middle to block 2, and they look like they do a good job on that. Double team here. Chris Paul, not bad on Williams. I don't know why Williams is starting over Carter. That's interesting. Terry McLaurin. He ends up finishing this game pretty poorly, but that's big. Compensatory pick isn't guaranteed. If active in free agency, you don't get it. All right, then fine. Whatever. I mean, I'm not, like, I don't know. But whatever. I probably would have paid him. Like, that's another thing, too. Like, I would have paid him. Tim, I told you this earlier. Washington is a culture if you... is a culture of if you don't like it, trade it. Yeah. Yeah. It's not about who's starting. It's about the snap percentage. Yeah, I still think it's weird, though. Like, why is... Like, what was the snap percentages here? Eagles... Snap counts. Like, this Williams guy played a lot. Is it this one? Yeah. Week 8. Philadelphia. Like, I saw Williams a lot out there. Milton Williams played 57%. Jalen Carter only played 24% of snaps. Jordan Davis also only played 24% of snaps. So this Milton Williams got like over he got the same percentage as them doubled, or over more percentage double. I can't speak right now. Whatever. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter neither played a lot. That's weird. No one knows the actual formula for compensatory picks for players. The league keeps it secret. It's silly. Yeah. They don't want people basing that off of it, I guess. Milton Williams is the coach's favorite player. I guess so. Also, Howard Crope, Forbes is Dookie. No worries, Big Shaw. No worries. No worries. A.J. Brown underneath. Come on. Butler, make that tackle. Also, Carter got banged up mid-game, and Jordan came in banged up. Okay, so it was injuries. Gotcha. That's such a poor tackle. How do you miss that tackle when he's not even looking at you? Carter left with a back injury. Gotcha. As much as we can disagree on the Chase Young trade, we all must celebrate the Sweat trade. It's going to be like a top 5 to 37 pick. I don't know. I still don't celebrate it too much, but, you know, it's clearly a lot better than the Chase Young. Whatever. I just need a new GM. I need a new head coach. I just need a new everything. Overthrown. My goodness. Thank goodness. Jamin Davis on Swift. Actually, this is really good coverage by yeah, like, it's actually not as bad as it looks. It's not good coverage, but Swift had to do a little bit more extra to get that separation, which ruined the timing. Like, look how many jab steps, and then he has to run all the way around Jamin, and Jamin does a good job to not make contact where they can say illegal contact downfield. He makes him run around him, and then there you go. Trade turns into a second. Will you be happy with it? Does it turn into a second? Their top pass rushers weren't even in. We overdrafted both of them. What? Tim, did Mathis gets repped on the D-line? Yeah, I saw Mathis in the game. I wonder how many snaps he got. But yeah, I definitely saw Mathis in the game. Mathis. He got 22% of the plays. 14 plays today. Or yesterday, the other day. Daron Payne couldn't keep up. Tough. Can we point out that Forbes? No, we don't need to. We don't need to talk about Forbes. No, Ruby. Thank you, Jack. Ugh. Good coverage, though. Good coverage on the back end. We just got to keep him in the pocket. How many guys did we send there, too? We come with a blitz. Jonathan Allen pushing that pile. Daron Payne. Why is Daron Payne acting like he's the spy? Dang it. Well, Mayhew wasn't here when we drafted Chase. And I'm not going to criticize drafting Chase. Everybody liked drafting Chase there, you know. I wish I said it out loud, so I can't get credit for it. I told my dad I wanted to trade back in that draft, and because I thought Chase was going to be a good player but not a great player, and but unfortunately I can't really take credit for it. So you just have to, if you believed me to be a honest person, you can take that for what you will. But of course I didn't. I never said that on the channel, and I gave the pick an A. So it's not like I hated the pick by any stretch of the imagination. I watched him in college. I watched some tape on college, and he could get it's funny. It's what he's doing this year. He was getting pressure, but he wasn't quite getting sacks at the college level. Good play here. David Mayo's so slow. Oh, Mayo's so slow. We're getting Brian Burns in free agency. That'd be something. If we get, you know what, that'll make me. If we get Brian Burns in free agency, and then we got a third round pick, I'll be happy with that. That'll make me not hate as much on that'll turn me around. Then I would like the Montez Sweat trade. I still wouldn't like the Chase Young trade, but I would like the Montez Sweat trade. Handoff. Nope. Quick throw underneath. Golly, that's a really good catch. Cameron Curl's right there. Why do all the slowest players have 4.6, 4.7 40s? Yeah. The good old cover 4. Just free 7 yards every time. 6, 7 yards. just a free. What down and distance is it? This is first down. Why are we just giving it away? Oh my God. It's just such an easy 5 or 6 yards on first down. What are we... I hate Jack Del Rio so much. I just hate it. It's every week. It's first down, man. A 5-6 yard play on first down is you would take that all day long. All day long. Just giving away free yards on cover 4. Cover 3. Super soft zone. Super soft. Even though I don't hate cover 3. Really, the main culprit here is the play action really sucks in the linebackers, so you can't drop into this window, which really sets up Benjamin St. Juste. So I don't hate the defensive play call here. It's just Just a really good play by the Eagles. Because that's such a hard play there for St. Juice. He's got to cover the deep third. Chase got a 52% for performance grade from PFF, I think it was. Look at Chase. Oh, yeah, let's look at Chase. Do we know his job here? Like, what is Chase Young's job on this play? Like, I'm not above criticizing Chase Young. We could definitely criticize Chase Young. But do we know what his job is here? His job is to serve tea and cake. He's setting the edge. Contain. Exactly. His job is to contain, Jack. Like, he's not going to come in here like and just leave a wide open gap and run up field and so he can run right behind him. He's expecting run. It's a run protect. And he's containing. And it ends up being a play action here. But I guess they're expecting Chase Young to like just bull rush, I guess, into this and just potentially get way out of position and just run right by him. So, like, yeah, I mean, obviously, if you just highlight that and just say, oh, look, he had no effort on this play, it's like, yeah, the ball didn't come his way, and his job is to contain the run. So, I mean, we'll watch more plays, but, like, I'm not sure exactly, I guess, like, yes, it's obviously not a great look on tape if you highlight and say, look, he put in no effort here. But he kind of did his job. Now, to get off the line, not to walk to him. Like, let's see. Let's watch Montez Sweat. How much different is Montez Sweat on this play? Like, how much different is that? They're run containing. They're setting the edge. They're not pass rushing. They're not bull rushing. They're not trying to create pressure here. They're setting the edge to force the run inside. All right. I mean, creates pressure on that play. Him 1, 2, 3 are getting there at the same time. Forces this ball maybe a little bit wonky. People don't even know what they're watching. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes. And I guess they also said that he wasn't good on this play either. Getting chipped and the tackle there to block. He sees the play action as well. So he's setting the edge again. And then once he realizes, oh crap, he has the football, now I'm going to go after him. And then the ball's getting out before he can get there. But I mean, it is what it is. Ref the districts did all 50 snaps and Chase looked bad. He had after about 52% of the time. I mean, it depends on what his job is, guys. Like, his job right here is to set the edge. It's to make sure nobody gets outside of him on a run. That's literally his job. How long is their video? I'm just curious. How long is Ref the District's video? It's 7 minutes. We're gonna put this. We're just gonna. I'm just kind of curious. Does he talk at all, or does he just show all 50 plays? Okay. Chase will always be at RDE. Okay. Single block. What does single block mean? Oh, he's not getting double teamed? I see what you're saying. Okay. So yeah, now he's double teamed. And winning the double team. Okay. Yeah. I mean, all right. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Chase Young puts in no effort. I just disagree, but it's fine. This is a heck of a play by Kendall Fuller here to avoid this block. Granted, it is just Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is not really known for his blocking, but it is what it is. Maybe he knew he was getting traded. I mean, I don't understand. I know it's the fun thing to crap on the dude that's just getting traded. Because I bet, like, you know, it's all good. It's all good. We'll go through the entire game. Like, I didn't want to just watch highlights of Chase Young the whole time. Like, I thought they were going to give their thoughts on it throughout, and I was kind of curious. But he has one tackle all game, Tim. How often did he have an opportunity to get a tackle? Like, how did they run his way a lot? Did he, like, what's, like defensive ends don't get a whole lot of tackles. Like, it's nothing for them to get like 48 tackles on the year, which is less than 3 tackles a game. He didn't win a one-on-one matchup, not one all game that I remember. I mean, we'll go through and look. I mean, he got pressure on Jalen Hurts on that deep pass. Team, you wanted Chase to say, I was fine with him moving. I just wanted more value than a late third rounder. How much AJ Brown owes Sam Harris after this game? He missed 3 on that video you just showed. He missed 3 tackles? You saw him miss 3 tackles? That's an interesting statement. I didn't see him miss 3 tackles anywhere. All right, here we go. Sam Howell in the shotgun. So we held him to 3. Pumping, throwing it to the left side. Good quick read here. He got through his progressions. Look at his head. He went right, and then he goes back to the left. He's going right. He's looking here at the tight end. Sees that the middle linebacker, he actually might not even be looking at the tight end. I think he's probably looking at this linebacker, and he sees if he crosses here, and then he's going to come back. Yeah, if this linebacker cheats over to the tight end, he knows this window is going to be open. Beautifully done by Sam. Good, well designed by Eric Bieniemy, and really well read out by Howell. Look, he's looking right here. All right, you're going to cover here, then that leaves this wide open here. Because if we go back and look, you see one high safety. We motion this tight end over. They slip into cover 2 now. This safety drops back, but I don't know if he notices that. But they drop back into cover 2. Actually, might look like cover 6. These 2 on the quarters here. Bang. He comes back here. And he's going to look for Terry McLaurin. Like Hurts barely gets pressure unless you're blitzing. Yeah. But isn't Chase supposed to be the transition, the predator, the number 2 pick, the franchise? He's got to win sometimes. He can't beat the Eagles' tackles ever. Why is he here? All right, we're going to look to see if he never wins. I mean, I've already seen him getting a little bit of pressure. He hasn't gotten sacks yet. That's true. He hasn't gotten any sack yet. But he definitely got some pressure so far. I want to say at least because he caused a little bit of pressure on Hurts to get it to the check down. It doesn't look great but it still was in the back of Jalen Hurts' mind that he had to get rid of the football. Jalen Hurts technically could have stepped up and avoided the rush, but he got a little bit of pressure there. And then he got pressure on that deep pass with a couple of others. I don't know about. Oh, nice. This was really well executed here. Logan Thomas avoiding Sweat, and then good job, Howell. Your first target is the guy in the flat on a play action every time. That's your first target. If wide open, you give it to him and let him turn upfield. Appreciate that, Cam. Cam misses. What? Who's Cam? Tay, I guess you meant. Logan. Old man jumping over players. Love to see it. All right, I formation. Play action. Steps up. Avoids it. Throws underneath. Way to keep your eyes downfield. Good protection, too. We got to take a look at the offensive line here. The interior seemed to do a lot better job on this play. Larson. Yeah, wow. Okay, well, that helps a lot too. But Chris Paul doing a lot. Sam Cosmi doing a great job on Fletcher Cox this time. Nice, well done. Wiley, of course, losing his block like normal. But overall, really good blocking there. We're fortunate that Jordan Davis does back off for some reason instead of continuing to put pressure on Larson. But I'll take that blocking all day long. Play action, blitz coming. It has to go deep. Oh, this nearly works. But Pringle turns the wrong way the first time. I guess it's supposed to be everybody's coming this way. He's coming across the field. Just put it on him, baby. Just put it on him. And he's right there, touchdown Pringle. But he did have a lot of pressure in his face. This time, the offensive line did not handle the all-out blitz well. Yeah, Chris Paul just gets beat here one-on-one with Davis. Was it a stunt? Did he stunt inside? No. This is just one-on-one. Oh, Chris Paul. Chris Paul. Ruby, stop whining. You know what? It's 9:30 now. Nobody else should be coming. All right. I wanted her in here just in case trick-or-treaters came to the door. All right, here we go. I got a weird feeling this is when we start winning. Yeah. All right, here we go. Handoff up the middle for Gibby, bouncing it outside. Good job by Gibby making that guy miss in the hole. That's huge. Take a look at the blocking scheme here. What are we supposed to do? Little power O. Uh-oh. Charles Leno. What are you doing, Charles? You're supposed to be down blocking here. How do you end up... What are you doing? Oh, my God, Leno. Sam Cosmi, luckily he's such a, he just fights through that nonsense and gets to the linebacker anyway. Arm hob with a really good block here, sealing the edge. And luckily Gibby makes Jalen Carter miss. And Carter comes up a little banged up on that play too. Into the first quarter. Yes, Sam, a little bit thrown behind Logan here, but this is a great quick read. Ball's out so fast, the offensive line almost doesn't matter. But still, good block by Chris Paul. Leno's getting beat again. Leno's so bad. I hate that we went bargain shopping on a left tackle. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Four-man rush. Good protection. That was really good. Four-man rush. Not much going on there. And then Sam Howell does a good job not seeing anything. Going to get it to his check down, allow a nice big play. Yeah, nobody was really open. Get it to your check down. Make quick decisions there, Sammy. Quick decisions. Love it. John Conn reported that these two trades are not a farewell by Rivera, and he thinks that the defense will get better without them. Ron is still mad that Chase missed mandatory OTAs his sophomore year. Oh, my God. Chase is going to ball out because he has... Wait, he didn't miss mandatory OTAs. It was voluntary OTAs, right? Chase Young misses mandatory training? No, he missed OTAs. Optional. Oh, the O stands for optional. That's a really nice block by Cosme. Who's 97 for them? Moro Ojomo. Yeah, he's trying to get pulled down. Really good blocks on this side. Good job there by Larson as well on 96. Wiley pushing him around the pocket. Really good protection there. Happy about that one. But he was the only one that did that. Yes, he was the only one that missed it. That's true. Single back formation. Handoff. Nice. Interesting handoff here by Sam Howell. He turns the opposite way to hand it off. That's interesting. I like it. Instead of turning just with the offensive line, he turns the opposite way. I wonder why. Kind of interesting. But either way, hand it off the same. The linebackers here for the Eagles did not play well. But this is a really good double team block getting around. Luckily, Moreau does not go outside here. I don't know why Moreau tried to squeeze it in. If Moreau, he played really well against us the first game. This is the second time I've seen him in the run game. He did not really fit very properly. Because this is not even really a great block. It's good double team, but Moreau, instead of filling in, see, nobody's in this gap. Right? If we look at the offensive line and think of it as in between the gaps in between them, so we have 96 outside contain, 95 is going to fight the double team inside between these two, 97 here, and 55 here in gaps. So you have the A gap is 95, the B gap is open right now, 96 on the C gap, then 97 in the other B gap on the right side. The C gap is open, and then you have, they don't ever call this the D gap. I don't know what you would call it. I guess it technically is kind of, so A, B, C, D. But I don't ever, has anybody ever called it the D gap? The D gap? I don't think so, really. It's just outside the tight end is kind of what they call it. But anyway, so you figuratively call it the D gap here. Sidney Brown would come into the C gap, the Dean would come into the A gap, and then Moreau is supposed to fit into the B gap, right? Simple enough. But Moreau never gets to the B gap. This B gap's wide open, which turns this into a nice run, and Dean never gets to the A gap either, right? Like, nobody's covering the B gap at all. So the linebackers, I feel like, did not fit properly here. And that causes a nice first down for us. All right, 2 receivers to each side. Takes the snap. Hal looking, throws it over to the right side, and it will be caught by Curtis. Stays on his feet. Nice. Oh, we got called for holding there, so it didn't even count. That's right, I forgot. We got called for holding. Ugh, why do we get called for holding there? Ball's out so quickly again, but let's look at the offensive line yet again. Larson. Not bad. It's not great at the end. He does get pushed back a little bit, but it happens. It's fine. That's a fine block. I'll take it. 3 receivers to the left. Takes the snap. Steps up. This is some good protection. And this is a nice route by Jahan Dotson. Watch this route. Fakes him outside. Boom. Foot in the ground. Comes up. Also great play design. I mean, it's just 3 verts, very common. Not like it's EB didn't come up with it, but there's a reason this is a great play design. It especially attacks the cover 3 defense, making this safety over the middle have to make a decision. Logan Thomas comes across his face. He runs with Logan, which is not the right decision, clearly, because this guy is coming here. But at the same time, he doesn't realize that Terry McLaurin's coming across here at this point. If he knew that Terry McLaurin was coming across here, he would know that Logan has the deep third, is already covered because he's falling back into this. But think if Terry comes this way, he's going to stay outside. The safety has to stay with Logan here. And then, because of this great route, boom, bang outside, leaves this wide open seam. Boom. Great throw by Howe. And we'll look at the protection now. Really good block here on Big Baby Davis. Really good block. Cox, honestly, Cox is definitely winning the matchup here. He's off balance, but Cox is not pushing back into the pocket, so it pretty much comes out to a win for Cosme. Really good block here from Chris Paul. And this is like the best blocks we've seen from our tackles all year long. So, hey, offensive line steps up, and then our quarterback's able to find a guy open. What a concept here, huh? It also helps that Leno had a help with a chip on the running back. So we helped protect him a little bit with a chip. And then, but hey, Wiley doing a good job on the bull rush against Reddick. I'll take that. There's the kick from Sly, and we're good. Really good play. Really, really good play. Dotson wore his good gloves this game. Yeah. Jersey said Terry would have caught the pass versus the Giants, but he dropped easier passes in the game. No, Terry would have caught. Like, yes, Terry had 2 bad drops this game. He did, right? But that is totally uncommon. Totally uncommon. He had a beautiful catch earlier in the game. Those might be his only drops on the year. All right, takes a snap. Little blitz coming. Good coverage there by St. Juice on Julio. Good break on the football. They're a little early, but he's making a play on the ball. I'm glad they no-called this. Terry can't catch with his hands. You're a joke, Jan. You're a joke. Terry can't catch with his hands. You're a dweeb. That's a heck of a throw to get it in there to Goddard. It's actually decent coverage here by Mayo, shockingly enough. It's actually really not that bad. It's not great, but at the same time, for Mayo standards, that's lockdown. Tim, you said the same thing on live. What's that? Dotson had a few bad games because he wasn't getting targeted. Once he gets targeted, he checks in mentally. Tim, you said the same thing on live. You said the same thing about Terry body catching on live TV? On the live? I don't know when I said that. Send me the link. Go give me the clip. Both Chase and Montez in exchange for Brian Burns. I can dig it. If that happens. The Niners cut a corner to make room for Chase. We should bring him in here. He can only be an upgrade. Ah, man. You flipped out on Terry? I mean, I definitely, he needs to make that catch. I 100% agree. Both those catches he needs to make those. They weren't good throws by Sam, but he's got to make those catches. And he knows that. Yeah. Really good throw. Oh, that little slip. Come on, St. Juice. Keep your feet. Keep your feet. Also, to me, Chase Young right now, this right here, this looks to me like they said he should contain. Right? Like, people are saying that this is poor effort by Chase. Like, wow, why did you stop? It looks to me that in the beginning he was rushing after Hurts, trying to get there, and then Chase Young is now being told, you got to slow down and contain. Just like James Smith-Williams did on the other side. He's just containing, making sure Hurts doesn't get out of the pocket, and that's just a dart by Jalen Hurts. Dart. That is a heck of a throw. Look at that window. Perfect throw by Jalen Hurts. He gets away with PI so much. Definitely a bit handsy. Underneath. The good old soft zone Jack Del Rio. Chase will learn how to play from a real DC. That kind of throw separates the wheat from the chat. Yeah, that was a dart. He threw Forbes, literally threw him. So you think Howell is staying after this year? Way too early to tell. Way too early. Because it also depends on what pick we have, what options do we get. Because if we can get up there to get one of these top quarterbacks coming out, I think they're going to make the move. I do. Jalen Hurts was playing 7-on-7 Sunday. Yeah. Oh, some pressure. Get there. AJ can literally bench press Forbes. Literally. Dude, I can bench press Forbes. Are you serious? I could bench press 180 pounds. I could probably bench press a 180-pound human. Yeah, I gave him a few extra pounds. Yeah, if he's only 160, that's true. What QB would you want in the draft? I haven't made that decision yet. I don't watch a lot of college football. I watch football when you guys are watching me watch football. Honestly, I just have too much other stuff going on. I wish I could watch more, but somehow he does not get there. Somehow Daron Payne does not get this sack. Yeah, I know. It's fun to say, and it gets clicks, and good for Ref the District for putting it out there, all that good stuff. It's clear and evident that they told Chase Young, and it looks like Montez Sweat as well. Like Montez Sweat is just containing, right? And I know the narrative is going to be, oh look, they gave no effort. They knew they were going to be traded. Blah 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 blah. It's like Jalen Hurts can get out of the pocket and kill you. He did in the first quarter. They have now made the adjustment to slow down their pass rush to make sure he stays in the pocket and beats you with his arm, right? That's clearly what they decided to do. And, the narrative is going to be, oh, he's gave no effort and Chase Young stinks because he's lack of effort, which I think is a joke because Chase Young is one of the most high motor dudes in the NFL and just will go after it every single play. But literally Jonathan Allen's talked about, he's like the Energizer Bunny. It's just a different, they made a different mindset change in this game where Chase Young and Montez Sweat were going to be more contained rather than try to get after it. So it is what it is. Tim, the Bears game. Look at the Bears game. Tim, you should watch NCAA when you get a chance. Jalen Hurts beat us on one leg. Chase Young has 14 sacks in 3.5 years. If that doesn't stick, at least stink. I guess it's at least musky. Yeah. The knock on Chase Young having lack of moves, I completely agree with. But that's coaching, in my opinion. That's bad coaching on JDR then. Hurts was hurt, and this man sliced and diced their secondary. Yeah. I mean, he ran for first downs already. It's not that he ain't that hurt. My bet is that EB is going to be the Chargers head coach. Ooh. That'd be fun. Yeah. He was scared. Emmanuel Forbes was scared. Scared of getting beat deep. A dude that runs a 4.3 40 scared to get beat by a dude that runs a 4.5. Why? Because he got beat by a dude that runs 4.5 as a dude that runs a 4.3. Didn't AJ Brown? Wait, I might be slicing it. Did AJ Brown? I swear he ran a 4.5, right? Did I make that up? Or maybe it was a high 4.4. Let me double check. Okay, 4.49 is what he ran. 4.49. So it was almost a 4.5. 5 picks next year out of the top 100. We can do some good things here. Potentially. Hurts in the shotgun. That's going to make or break this team. It honestly doesn't matter what we do this year, one way or the other, as long as we get a good GM. Or if we get a bad GM, it doesn't matter if we made better trades. If we got a bad GM, then it is what it is. Hurts. Handoff. So Chase Young. So he's not contained this play. You know what? I saw that he got some pressure. I did see that, but let's just acknowledge something. He's not the in man on the line of scrimmage anymore. So his job is not to contain. What does he do with that opportunity? That's what he does. When his job is not to contain anymore, and his job is to get after the running back, he blows up the hole. Right? And he's right there. It's a good block, but it slows down Gainwell to allow Curl to get back in here, and then Curl forces the fumble, and Chase Young forces Gainwell to have to come out. Then Curl is able to get out there, and we're able to get it. Look at that. What do you know? Tim, what do you think about Darryl Green's statement about Forbes? I mean, I think that it was very kind of Darryl Green, and, he's a fan of this team, and he wants the young man to succeed, and all that good stuff. And I don't hate anybody that wants Forbes to succeed. I want Forbes to succeed. I just know he doesn't. Yes, he made 14 sacks in 3.5 years. Good riddance, overhyped and cocky. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think Charlie Brown could have mossed forms, let alone AJ Brown. True. True. He made one play out of 50. It's because the play was actually his assignment. Okay. The blocker was a tight end. Oh yeah, 100%. The blocker was a tight end. 100%. And then he blew him up. Tim, start streaming the Bears game. Start streaming the Bears game. What about the Bears game? Didn't we already go through the whole Bears game, or did I not? I didn't, did I? No, I did. I did go through the Bears game. Good way to get through your progression, Sam. You can see his head moving. He's making quick decisions. He's looking at this corner, doesn't like it over there. Bang, bang, comes back to the other side, sees Logan open, gets it out to him. Love it. No, they're saying stream the Bears game so we can root for them to lose. We want the Bears to win. No, we want the Bears to lose because we want their pick to be higher. We need the Cards, Bears, and Panthers to win. Green was 5'8" when he went to the Pro Bowl. What? Play action, steps up. Yes. Sam Howell was so good this game. Sam Howell was so good. 1001, 1002, and the ball's out. Bang. And that's right over the linebacker. That's a heck of a throw to Jamison Crowder. Love to see it. I want the first overall pick. Oh, I see what you're saying. We want to lose to get the. I got you. We want to get up there to the first overall pick. I feel you. It's gonna be tough. 3 wins. I doubt we could go winless the rest of the year. Hand off to the left side, cuts it up, and running forward. Nice. All right, let's take a look at the blocking on that one. Nice. Good block here by Chris Paul. But he loses it. Come on. It's outside zone, is it not? What kind of... Is this outside zone? Get your hat in across the face, dude. You do so good. Yeah, outside zone. Even though this guy needs to be running this way to get out here to the linebacker quicker. Or in this case, the safety. But come on. Look at this hat placement. You should never lose to this side now. Run. Get his... Just attack that outside shoulder. Attack. Instead, you now go straight up with him. That's never what you want to do in outside zone. If you beat him to the outside, win outside. If you beat him inside, then if he beats you outside, then wash him down. Right? It's one way or the other. Why is that so important? The running back is making the decision based on where your hat placement is at the time that he makes his cut. Right? That is the most important thing. So if you're going to immediately win outside, then you need to win outside at all costs. Right here. This right here is... Oh, wait. It's right here. You got your outside. You won the outside. Great. Win outside. Right? Because now he's making the decision. Oh, I see that he's winning outside. He's got the inside shade. I'm going out. You cannot not then lose outside because now look where he is. Right? He had already made his decision based on where your hat placement was, and now you're letting him get tackled. As soon as you win outside, you have to win outside. That's it. But B-Rob does a good job cutting it back, and then he gets cleaned up. So B-Rob does a really good job on that play to get anything out of it. Nice foot in the ground to make something happen, but Chris Paul needs to keep that outside. Here we go. Play action, fakes the reverse, then goes inside for the screen. Gets tripped up. Tripped up by his own man. Okay, what are you doing, Leno? What are you doing? He's blocked. Why are you blocking a dude that's already blocked? What are you doing? What is this? I hate Leno so much. You're a part of the reason that Larson doesn't get upfield anymore. He now has to block you also. Like, no, just move out of the way. What are you doing? What is this? What you never want to see this. What is this? Why are we sandwiching a dude instead of getting up there and blocking somebody else? What is that? I hate Leno. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, 3 receivers to the left. Has to escape, and this is a dart. That is a great throw by Cosme. Has to escape the pressure here, because Leno looks like he gets beat right away. What else is new? Leno just gets absolutely wrecked. But Sam Howell doing a great job escaping the pocket and keeping his eyes downfield and throwing a dart on the run to Jahan. Beautiful play. Caleb Williams has a ton of talent. His player comp is Mahomes, rightfully so, but character is huge. Yeah, I agree, Jairus. I agree. Even Larson was like, what the... Yeah, exactly. Isn't Leno the one who blew both the blocks that broke Smith's leg and took out Fitz? No. He wasn't here when Smith was here. But yes, he did miss the block on Fitz. For Fitz, yes. Setting up the screen. Terry's got to make a better block here. Terry's got to make a better block. He can't get beat like that. Gave Sam a better throwing window. Running for his life did. Yeah, it did, VCC. Yeah, it did. Haven't seen much from May Jarris, but Williams is different. Like Burrow. He ain't Burrow. He ain't Burrow at all. Here we go. Takes a snap. Delayed handoff. Boom. Chris Paul, you'd like to see a better block here. You have inside lane here. Like, why is your hat placement on that side? You should be winning inside here. You're running to the left and everything. Why? And you have inside shade. Chris Paul should not get beat. Yeah, excuse me. Should not get beat to the A gap here. In 0 worlds. Like, you need to attack. Attack here. Attack. But Larson, what are you doing? Why is your foot still here? So you lose because Larson doesn't get his freaking big feet out of the way. This is why I don't like Larson. Larson played decent, but good night. Move, Larson. Either help this double team or don't. Like, why are you just staying put? Like, what are you doing? What? Why is your first step left? What? If your first step is left, then you have to help block. Why is your first step left? Oh my gosh. I mean, Chris Paul does a good job recovering, so it wasn't on Chris Paul. It was on Larson. Larson just completely screwed him up by stepping left right into where he wants to step. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Takes the snap. Hal throws underneath. Good quick throw. Interpretive dance by the line, yeah. Leno not picking up the stunt here at all. Good job. Hal just getting rid of the football. Terrible stunt pickup by Leno. You just put my points. He's not special. Penix. Takes a snap, drops back. I hate this play call by EB. This is the 4th and 1 call. I hate this play call. Like, just terrible. Like, this should be a fade or a slant. Never a comeback on the outside. Why? Because there's a safety over the top. So because there's a safety over the top, this needs to be a slant. Okay? This needs to be a slant. If there's no safety over the top, like if for whatever reason the safety's over here and this is one-on-one, this needs to be a fade. Why does this never become an outside throw? Never, ever, ever should this be an outside throw, is because it's easy for Bradbury to cover all the underneath routes. Right? Why? Because he has a safety over the top. He knows he has help. So he's going to overplay everything underneath, and it should have been picked. Should have been picked here. Yeah, watch Curtis wide open right here. Yeah. I mean, obviously this is predetermined to be able to get a quick what do you call it? A quick throw on 4th and 1. I understand that Curtis is open. I'm not going to criticize him for missing him because I know what he's doing. He's just trying to get the first down, right? But yeah, that's another thing too, is that Curtis is left wide open. Yeah, so this should never have been called. This should be a slant, and then if it's a slant and he doesn't like it, it's covered, then he can come back to it. But now he's going to try to force it in here. And also, we're forgetting that this guy looks like he has the middle of the field, and the reason that he's vacating that zone for Curtis is because he sees the ball already going this way. But if this ball doesn't go this way, he would have just dropped right back into it. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, fit it into this window for sure. But like, if he's looking that way, like, it'd been really crazy high IQ if he stared down this to move the safety and then come back. Now, that would have been nasty. That would have been nasty. Hal knew that it's impossible for Bradbury to catch a ball this year. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. All he needs to do is a If it's an incomplete pass, it's an incomplete pass. But yeah, not Curtis is open the whole way. I know he predetermined this because it's 4th and 1. He wants to get a yard. I understand. And yes, it would have been awesome if he on 4th and 1 went off of this and then somehow, but that's, you have to get a yard. We have to get a yard here. But he should be reading. This just never should be a play. This should not be the read, and it shouldn't be play. It shouldn't be called either. It just shouldn't be called a outside comeback route on 4th and 1 with the safety over the top. You can't tell me the eye test comparison between Haskins and Howell is even close. Oh, Haskins was terrible. Hated that pick all the way. I hear you, and that's fine. You can criticize Howell there, and obviously, yeah, it's not a good decision. He almost threw a pick. I hear you. I hate the play call. It should never even have been called a comeback route there. I love the outside. The other side clearly got a dude wide open, and I think even Logan was open for the first down. I wish he went to the triple side, but I'm not mad at him. Why am I not mad at him? 4th and 1, most important play. Go to your number 1 player. I love that. I'm never going to criticize that. Going to your best player on the most important down of the game. Love, not the most important down of the game, but it's the most important down of a series. 4th and 1. Go to your number 1 guy. Got to be a better play call. Needs to be a slant or a go. And just the outside, if there's a safety over the top, then yeah, you have to come off of it, or you have to run a slant instead. Just point blank period. Outside, you're just asking to get picked off. Asking. Oh, yeah, another thing about that play, if we look, this is at the 35. You'd be kicking from the 43. That's a 53-yard field goal. I would take a 4th and 1 attempt over a 53-yard field goal all day. I would just do that. I would love that. Evie was talking to Cherry after that play. How was it inaccurate when it counted most? Still good, B-, yeah. Hurts in the shotgun. 5-yard gain. What defense is this? Is this cover 4? Oh my god. I hate the cover 4 on first down. It's so freaking stupid, man. It's so stupid. It's a free 5 yards every freaking time. When have we gotten this? When we ran cover 4 on first down, when have we gotten a stop? Can somebody tell me? You think he ran the wrong route? Maybe he did. Maybe he did run the wrong route. Terry did not have a good game, so maybe it was his fault. No idea. Montez Sweat. Punish your boy. Stunt. Great stunt inside. Wow. Why are we passing for a yard? Too soft? I mean, we're going against a really good run defense with a suspect O-line, but I don't hate the idea of getting it to Terry. I really don't. What are we running now? Cover 2. That one looked like cover 2. And what do you know? You only give up 3 yards. That trade with Dotson, Sam, is the only thing that Ron done right. Yeah, I loved the trade. Hated the pick, but it's fine. And then we call man-to-man with Mayo on the field. Yay. What is Jamin doing here? Jamin's on Goddard. Okay. Why? Cover 2 on 3rd and short. Why? I would rather Jamin on the running back and Cameron Curl down on Goddard. That's what I would rather. And then single high safety. And then you can have Mayo in the middle of the field on zone coverage here. That's what I would. If you're going to run man-to-man here, Curl should be on Goddard. Jamin should be on the running back. He's faster and way faster than Mayo. And then Curl does a much better job on tight ends in general. It's not bad coverage from Jamin, though. Not bad. But yeah, cover 2 there on 3rd and short. It's kind of unnecessary and not the move I would have made. Do you want to start at D end? Yeah, sure. Good play there by St. Juice. Cover 2 again. Cover 2 zone. Tampa 2. Little Tampa 2. I like our cover 2 better than our cover 4 by 1.5 miles. Still probably run cover 2 too much, but it's fine. I've seen some cover 3 as well. I just hate cover 4. And then you look at that. Cover 2, you actually make a tackle for only a short gain instead of giving up. Who do you want to start at D tackle? Gotcha. D end. I mean defensive end. Gotcha. I mean it's gonna be Chuhill and it's gonna be James Smith-Williams. Come on, Danny. Make a better angle. Oh, is that? Did he shove him? Thanks, ref. We're just gonna ignore. I wonder how he got that separation there, coach. And then makes a poor tackle. Still needs to make that tackle though. What do we got here? Cover 2 again. Yeah. Jamin, you're kind of stuck in mud here. It's good play. Good play by them. Because, yeah, he's got the flat, basically, or this cloud here, so it can't go inside. Got 2 deep safeties. He's got this. Yeah, he's kind of got to sink back into this zone a little bit better. Make that window a little tighter, but it's a really good throw. And play. Sometimes they run the right call against your defense. It's a good play. Tim, was you surprised Broncos beat the Chiefs? Yeah, well, I didn't watch any of the game, but yeah, I was definitely surprised. I mean, he could have even just hit Goddard underneath, too. I mean, we pretty much were guarding nobody that play. Love to see it. Love to see it. This catch was nasty. It's actually pretty good coverage here by St. Juice. The only thing I would rather have is a little bit of a jam there. Kind of ruin the timing up a little bit. I mean, if you're going to get up in his face, jam him anyway. But it's fine. You're in. I mean, this is great defense. and just better offense. I mean, that's just a nasty freaking throw and catch. One hand grab. It's just you're just there's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just nastiness. Oh, also OPI. Let's see. Does he push off at all? I don't know. It looked pretty clean to me, I think. But I don't know. We'll see. There's not enough there to call PI. I don't think there's enough there to call OPI. Yeah, it's nasty throw by Jalen Hurts. Nasty throw. And great catch. I mean, honestly, really good coverage by Benjamin St-Juste there. Just better offense. One hand caught it, the other was pushing off his other hand. I think there's not enough there to call a push off there. I think that would have been very ticky-tack to call the play, call a push off. If you want to tackle in the draft, Joe Alt is the guy. Check him out. We're gonna go over the. I want to. I have aspirations to do more stuff. It just gets so busy and so everything, so much. Last year we were trying to move, looking into buying a house and just different stuff. Traveling, went to my dad's house. This work got busy. So I want to do more on the draft. I need to do a better job of just doing. Not as much of a deep dive into every single player, but just looking as many players as possible. That's what I need. I just need to make some sort of judgment early, which obviously is not going to be perfect, but just make some sort of judgment as much as possible to give you guys my opinions. A part of me is too much of wants perfection and wants to be correct on as many players as humanly possible, but I just am one human. I don't have enough time to watch every single player to give that much detail. Just need to do some research on every single player to just be able to develop some sort of opinion on what I've seen as quickly as possible, and I need to do a better job of that. But then once I start watching it, it's like I want to watch more. It's like, is that enough to make a judgment? Blah blah blah. I'm not going to be perfect, but at least have an opinion on every single player based on what I see, and do a better job of trying to find ways to pick out certain things of certain positions that I can see quickly to see if they have it or not. But it is what it is. I'm 30 years old, Troy. Watching Van Snake every catch is a push-off. You guys see in your secondary, it's not good, yeah. It's not out of the possibility for them to give up a catch to a generational talent like A.J. Brown, yeah. Here we go, looking over the... What defense is this? What do they call here? This is first down, right? Yeah. You know, I'd be curious. It is a soft zone, comes up, makes the tackle. I'd be curious on how often... I didn't miss a play, did I? I was just letting the film go, and I just completely missed a play. Tim is 30, but when Snyder came in, and oh gosh, my stuff froze. What's going on here? 33-18. Let's refresh it. I don't know why my stuff froze all of a sudden. Okay, here we go. Takes a snap. Check down. I like it. How often does the Eagles run cover 4? I got to look at this in it. Okay. I don't know earlier. I'm not going to go back, but okay, no cover 4 here. We got cover 2. Right? That's just something mental note that I want to take. Also, I want to look at Chase Young. No, wait. I'm on offense. Idiot. I love that we signed Crowder. I agree. Ow. Golly. My toe just popped. That kind of hurt. I'm over 40, seen the Glory and Dog Days. Snyder made me feel very old. All right, here we go. 27-yard line, takes a snap. Nice. Just quick decisions, get the ball out, and get a first down. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. The Eagles players just knocked themselves out. Is it Sweat? He just comes up and levels Cox here. Or no, sorry, Reddick. Oh, that's funny. All right. Empty backfield, first down. Dude. That's a tough throw. That's a tough window. And he slings it in there. When does he actually throw this pass? It's a little earlier than he has been in the past. A little earlier. Still would like to see it even earlier to throw him open. But he's throwing it right as he's cutting rather than after the cut. I think the Eagles' new coordinator been running a lot of Jack style stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to look for the cover 4. Did they run cover 4? Let's see. No, cover 2 again. We haven't seen any cover 4 from the Eagles yet, right? I don't know. Something I should be paying attention to. Eagles defense is a lot like Washington, just with more talent. With Ron being overruled and Chin hired, it tells you that this isn't Ron's team anymore. Good. All right, here we go. Cover 1, man-to-man. Good quick throw out there. Yeah, they never run the cover 4. The cover 4 defense on first down is unbelievable that a coach would do that in the NFL. It's ridiculous. It's like somebody playing Madden over and 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 over again. That's what it is. So we get into, and this is cover 2. Remember, this is that was cover 2. A lot of cover 2 there, but they're also just trying not to get beat deep. They just want to keep everything in front of them because this is the 2-minute drill. So let's wait until they're not even running cover 4 when it makes sense. When you just don't want to get beat deep. The reporting is Ron saying Ron wanted to keep the team intact, which of course, yeah, because he doesn't want to give up on the season. We basically play cover 2 and play so far off the ball that it might as well be cover 4. But it's not. That's the debate. Like, cover 4 is important because they're not running backwards off snap. That's what I hate about our cover 4. Is they're already 8 yards off and then they're running back to 20. And then we're just giving up 6 yards on first down over and over and over again. This is a heck of a kick by frickin' Joey Sly, rather. That's a frickin' bomb of a kick at halftime. Love to see it. All right. We just kick it off again. Okay. Sam Howell over Mac. Mac isn't a first rounder. Oh, I hated Mac being a first rounder way early. Never was a Mac fan. Most of the time, Eagles fans are complaining about the Eagles DC. Fair enough. Maybe the Eagles DC is not very good, but he's not as bad as Jack Del Rio because I haven't seen any cover 4 yet. All right, here we go. Hurts changes the play at the line here, starting the second half. Oh, I think it was it offsides or false start? Let's see. Did they go to the 20 or the 30 on the next play? Looks like they went to the 30. No, that was at the 25. Okay, so offsides on us. So this right here, people are probably going to be upset that he didn't blow that up. This one right here is not the great by Chase. This one's bad. He clearly was afraid of getting cut here. But he's not really getting cut. He just got to blow this up. But he was clearly afraid of getting cut. And then he ends up getting blocked pretty well there by Stoll. This is not a good look from Chase. This was bad. That's a bad play by Chase. This one right here is criticizable for sure. This play's bad. Actually, is he even... You know what? Hold on. Wait a minute. I might change my mind here. Let me see where his eyes are. He's containing, isn't he? He's looking here. Yeah, never mind. He's looking out for Jalen Hurts because he's the guy. He's the contain man. Mayo is not coming out here to contain. So he's got to he can't run down the line because if Hurts keeps the ball, he needs to be able to be here, which then sets it up for a good block on the outside. So clearly not a good look from Chase to handle that block and whatnot, but I see at least what he's doing here. Like, yeah, he's on the he's on contain duties, and that sets up a really nice block there from Stoll. But yeah, it obviously not a good look. Zappy was drafted before How too. I like Zapp. I like Zapp a lot. I really wish New England would just go with him instead of Mac. Well, not for this week. I'd rather see Mac. Good play there by Kendall Fuller. Defense not physical enough. Oh, we got a blitz coming. Oh, yeah. Should have been a hold, huh? Ball's out quick, though. But it looks like he just grabs Chase around the neck. Terrible tackling. Terrible. Let's take a look here. We're not going to be able to see it. We're on the wrong side. But no, look at that. That's... Come on, ref! Nobody's going to call this? Like, good gosh. That's not holding, what is? He's literally just tackling him. Terrible. So no chase on this play. It's a good play. Good play by them. We only have 6 guys in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they have 6 blockers, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. Good seal here. I mean, that's just really good play by them at the right time. We just don't have enough blockers enough defenders to handle everybody. Can't really criticize nobody there. At least we didn't give up a huge play. Does anyone know why Chase was always in 2-point stance? How was work today, Tim? Anything exciting happen? I had a headache all day. It sucked. But no, I just worked at the office today. Did some errands, small business type stuff. Cameron Kroll kind of just throwing himself out there. Not really great tackle attempt here. Does a good job to get in there, but kind of just throws himself at his legs. Did Eagles get a penalty this game? I don't know. How many penalties did they get? I don't think they got a lot. I don't think they got a lot here. Box score. They did get a couple, but it was at least a couple. It was 3 penalties for a total of 14 yards. Does anyone know why Chase was also in a 2-point stance? I don't know. Ant Barley, like maybe 2 or 3. How many we got in here? We got 30 of you in there. What's up, everybody? You know what? Let's take a short break. Let's take a short break. Let's play Immaculate Grid. Let's get away from the trash here. All right, let's go. John Madden. Just kidding. That's a head coach. So we have Super Bowl champion for the Raiders. These are the ones you can get somebody super rare. But I said last time, let's try to go for the most popular for each one, right? So Peyton Manning has got to be the most popular here. 40%, probably the most popular. And then Eli Manning here. 36%. I think that's probably got to be the 2 highest, right? Raiders. Let's see. Is it going to be like a was Bo Jackson on that Super Bowl winning team? Tim, you might need to relax. Those headaches might be stress. I think it's lack of sleep, honestly. I just don't sleep enough. We'll come back to that. The most popular here that I can think of right off the bat for Bills Colts is probably got to be Zach Moss, right? Marcus Allen for the Raiders. Yeah, I was thinking one of those running backs, right? All right, you guys are saying Marcus. I think I agree. 23%, maybe? I don't know if that's going to be the number one answer. But I don't know what else would be. I don't think Johnny U's more than Manning. Obviously, Johnny U's going to be up there, but I don't think he'd be more than Manning. I doubt he's not over 40% between the two of them, I don't think. He's also definitely not more popular than Manning. Manning's one of the most popular players ever. Or not drinking a lot of water. I drank 2 full glasses, like the big one of this last night, and I woke up with a headache. There's no way that it was a lack of water. I think it's just a lack of sleep. But anyway, okay, Giants, Bills. You think Zach Moss here? Zach Moss is the one that comes to mind right away. I think might be Zach Moss. Bills, Raiders. Not sure. Ooh, Tyrod Taylor for Buffalo and New York. Probably Tyrod, right? I'm going to go Tyrod here. Tyrod Taylor. 64%. Let's go. We finally got one over 50%. Beautiful. Lions, Giants. Lions, Giants. Come back to that one. Lions, Raiders. Casper Hayes. Maybe Madden, Raiders. Huh? Naheem Hines is a good one. I think Zach Moss is going to be more popular, though. I'm going to go Zach Moss. He's just... He's such a popular name right now. Oh, is it actually Zach with a K? Yeah, Zach Moss. 29%? Is Naheem Hines bigger? Ooh, Galladay. Galladay's great answer. Good job, PCC. Kenny Galladay. 43%. Let's go. All right, Colts and Lions. Naheem Hines might have been more for Zach Moss. Might have been more. All right, Lions, Colts. Lions, Colts. No. Happy Hollow Sweep, James. What else you guys are saying? Matt Milan. Mulatto? I don't know. Let's see. Raiders, Lions. Raiders, Lions. Who was on Raiders and Lions? Colts, Lions. Hines had that 2 lock returns the game after the incident on Monday Night Football. Maybe. Said Holiday instead of Galladay. I'm not sure. Raiders linebacker. Lions. Who's the linebacker right now for them? They have Jack Campbell. I know that. But Raiders linebacker for the Lions? Who's over there right now? We just watched them play last night. I'm just drawing a blank on any of their linebackers right now. Marvin Jones? Marvin Jones wasn't on the Raiders or the Colts, was he? Was Ansah on the Raiders? Where did Ansah go? I don't think he went to the Raiders, did he? It is what it is when you get your way. Who was any of the linebackers last night? We just watched the Raiders play. Why can't I think of any single one of their linebackers? I know they had Diablo, who didn't play. Devon Diablo. Does GM count? No. WWE, I watch NFL to escape. WWE, not watch it. Become it. Not watch it, become it. Right. Okay. Buffalo Bills, Raiders. One's not coming to my head right away at all. Did any of the receivers... No. T.O. never played for the Raiders. Because I was thinking Randy Moss actually for the Raiders over there. Hold on. Wasn't there... Why am I feeling like there's a receiver that played on both of these teams? Let me think. Or a running back. Is it a running back that played for both? Willis McGahee never played for the Raiders. Who's the old running back? Marshawn Lynch. He didn't play for the Bills, right? Or wait, didn't Marshawn Lynch played? He started with the Bills, right? And then he played for the Raiders? Marshawn Lynch went from the Bills to the Seahawks first. Lynch. Boom! Got there. Let's go. Marshawn Lynch. Okay. Lions, Raiders. Lions, Raiders. Amir Abdullah? Amir Abdullah went over to the Raiders, didn't he? Because he started with the Lions. I know now he's on... No, he plays there now, right? Amir Abdullah? Come on, baby. Let's ice this out. Ice this out. Another big 45-pointer. Okay, Colts, Lions. Colts, Lions. Who is over there? Oh, I feel like it's got to be a receiver. One of the receivers down the line. Who's on the Raiders? Or who's the receivers over there? Amon-Ra St. Brown. Was it any of these receivers? Was it the corner? Gilmore never played for the Lions. Who's one of their corners right now on either team? Oh, yeah. Who's any of the corners? Did any of the safeties play over there? No. Colts, Lions. This one's tough. This is the toughest one. Oh, the toughest one. Is Campbell on the Lions now? Or is Paris Campbell on the Lions? I know he got drafted by the Colts. Is he not still there? No, Paris Campbell did. No, wait, Paris Campbell's on New York. Isn't he over there on the Giants? Is Paris Campbell on the Lions or are they on the Giants? He did go to. Is he not on the Giants right now? Or did he go over there to the Lions? Shoot. What else can we think of? Hold on. We gotta get somewhere else. Come on, we can do this. There's gotta be somebody that's more popular. Ay. What about one of the quarterbacks? They've had 1,000 quarterbacks on both of these teams, right? Not literally, but kinda. Like there's Garner Minshew right now. There's Jacoby Brissett. He never played for the Lions. Oh, have they ever had a quarterback that played for both? Don't listen to him, Tim. Pick Eric Ebron. Eric Ebron. That's a great pull, and I think that's number one. 52%, Dr. Pig in the clutch. All right, how did we do? How do you guys think we did? Oh my goodness, did we get all of them? Amir Abdullah, Eric Ebron, Kenny Galladay, Tyrod Taylor, Zach Moss, Marshawn Lynch. Boom! We got all of them. 100% number one picks the whole way. Let's go. Yes. We got all of them. Thanks to you guys. You guys helped out for sure. Marcus Allen. I was between him and Bo Jackson. You guys told me to go Marcus Allen. I got the Manning brothers for sure. I got Tyrod. One of you said Kenny Galladay. That was a great pull. I said Zach Moss, number one. Let's go. Eric Ebron, good pull. Amir Abdullah and Marshawn Lynch. Those were a heck of a pulls. Let's go. That's fun. That's fun. I like going for the number one overalls. We got the most common names. Isn't the goal to get the low? I thought it was fun. I thought it would be fun to switch it up and go for, can we get the most popular for every single team? I thought that was going to be fun. So we got it in one swoop. I also think it makes it just go a little bit faster since we're doing it on stream. Try to think of the most popular rather than try to think of most crazy off-the-wall names. But anyway, here we go. Hurts in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Takes a snap. Scanning. Going deep. Defensive holding. And pass interference. I hate that this was a pass interference call. The holding, the illegal hands to the face was legit. But this right here, he gets his head around. It's a terrible throw by Jalen Hurts. I hate that they call this pass interference. Isn't able to get the high? It depends. I mean, there's no right way to play. Really, the goal is just to get all 9 squares filled. That's the real goal of it. That's what they really care about. It's just, can you fill all 9 squares? I just hate that that's called pass interference. It's such a bad throw by Hurts. Just a terrible throw. Underthrown. A.J. Brown has to come back into it. But then they fumble. We get the ball back, baby. We get the ball back. The football gods were on our side. As a Washington fan, we like to get the number ones and then trade them for number threes. Now back to the horror show. All right, here we go. Dangerous to throw in this situation, especially with our O-line. But it's quick throws at least to limit the chances of a hold. Larson just got kind of punked there. Good defense by Zach Cunningham on Logan. Did he miss anybody else? Let's take a look. I didn't even watch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he should have come. Should have come here. It's a really good play there by Zach Cunningham. Got to drop to O-line and linebacker. Yeah, we got. Well, now we need edge rushers. We need a lot. We'll see what they do in free agency. And really, I don't even care about the draft yet until I know who the GM is. All right. Bunch formation. Blitz coming. Nice. I'd like this ball thrown a little bit quicker. Let's take a look. Where's he at as his top of his drop? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, I would like this ball already coming out. But it's a little bit late. And then Jahan Dotson has to come back and dive for it. Nice catch by Jahan. But yeah, Sam Howell, I would like him to be a little bit quicker here. Boom, boom, boom. And now be throwing it. Like right there on that back step, all ready to be throwing it when he's coming out of his break. It's a little late. So that's why he has to dive for the football. Good catch by Jahan, though. Play action, pumping, and then to get rid of the football there. But it's an intentional grounding, so tough. Because you have to get it past the line of scrimmage. Like, I would like to just float this over here. He tries to pump fake and spin instead. Really good tackle there by Hassan Reddick. Really good play to stay disciplined, not let the pump fake get you off your feet. And that's just vet move, man. That's a really good play by Hassan Reddick. Really good play. It's the snap. Quick throw over the left side. Caught by Jahan. Next week, Immaculate Grid will troll us and put a square for the 49ers and Commanders. Even though, well, that has to be next week after Chase plays, yeah. But just remember, Tim, we got that long snapper, yep. We got him on lock. Carlos Rogers. 3 receivers to the right, takes the snap, setting up a tight end screen. And this is just a vet move there by Fletcher Cox. Not fooled at all by that screen. At all. Kind of also knocked over there by Larson, but yeah, why does Larson hit him here, actually? Why touch him here? Why touch him? Just get out there. You block him right into the play. Freaking Larson, dude. Also, the Commanders, Niners would be Trent Williams. Sam continues to pat right before every throw. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Tress way to punt it away. Let me go get some water real quick. My mouth's getting a little dry. Be right back. Okay. Play action, pressure. Come on, Sweat. Come on, Sweat. That's a block in the back, too. He just completely blocks him right in the back. Fine, compares Bears then. Smith in motion, 3 receivers to the right. Throw. If he keeps it up, Tyreek Hill will win the first wide receiver MVP. I mean, you ain't lying. He's already 1,000 yards. I mean, he could all of a sudden explode for 2,500 yards. Nobody's ever gotten to 2,000. He could get 2,500. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Rex Grossman is the Bears one. That's true. The original RG3. Tim, Louis T is saying Mayhew turned into Howie Roseman for Shut up. What? 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 Josh Harris dressed up as Howie Roseman for Halloween. What? Oh, he has calls in. Do I call when I'm live on my channel? I'm probably going to be way too far in line. I can't do it, but good night. Anyway. All right. Turned into... yeah. How often does Howie Roseman give players away for cheap? Howie Roseman got more out of a Carson Wentz on a $30+ million contract than we did for a 24-year-old pass rusher. I just you can't fix stupid. Josh Harris. Oh my god. Hmm. Headache diagnosis solved. So this is what they're talking about right here with Chase Young. Good defense here up front. Take on the double teams well. Payne holding his ground. Love it. 2 receivers each side. Yeah. AJ Brown just grabs tiny Emmanuel Forbes. I mean, it should be OPI. Don't get me wrong. But the ref can't even see it. But, like, he just grabs him and throws him away like a rag doll and goes up and gets it. I mean, that's OPI. That is totally OPI. He just throws him away like he's a rag doll. And goes up and gets it for a touchdown. Yeah, Forbes was looking at the ref like, what the heck, dude? I mean, you got to do more than this. In my opinion, Emmanuel Forbes needs to be yelling at the ref like, you're not going to throw that flag? Like, right here, right now, you need to go up. I don't care if it's a close game or not. I am flipping my lid if somebody grabs the back of my jersey and just throws me down. I am going off on the ref. Off. I'm getting another 15-yard penalty for yelling at the ref. It's ridiculous. Like, I am going berserk if I get thrown down like that. That's the play I told you about? Right. It's just his strength moves players more than the average. AJ is the wide receiver version of... Dude, that's a PI. Come on, Jan. I was on your side on the other one, the push-off. That one's clearly... Yes, I did see... But Quan Martin's not even in on the play because he goes back shoulder. So, like, it's not Quan Martin's fault. He's right there in good position, but Quan Martin can't do anything here, right? Unless, I guess you can say he hits, just waylays him here. But it's obviously not a good look for Quan Martin. He doesn't do anything on the play, but there's not much for him to do. This is just an offensive PI because he's in great position here, Emmanuel Forbes, and then he just throws him away. Unless he doesn't actually grab him as much as I think, maybe it's just his hand there, and Emmanuel Forbes just makes a terrible play. But to me, like, yeah, it looks like the way he gets up like that, it looks like he just felt like he just got thrown. But yeah, it's terrible. Terrible that there's no OPI here. He just throws him to the ground with one hand. But at the same time, I mean, Emmanuel Forbes is 160 pounds, so. Forbes had his momentum carry him? Yeah, no. Come on, dude. He clearly got thrown to the ground. That's why he doesn't get any elevation. He doesn't jump up for the ball at all. He's just throwing it down. Come on, Jan. Let's be real. Let's be real. I think Forbes has potential. He just needs the right coaching. I disagree, but it's fine. We disagree, and that's okay. Handoff up the middle. I wanted Jacoby Dean so bad. I don't know what he's rated as, but yeah, this is just not good. I mean, where is B-Rob supposed to even go? He tries to go behind his pulling guard because nothing here, nothing here. and the linebacker blows it up. I mean, you could say B-Rob doesn't have good effort here or whatever, but where are you going? Like, it's supposed to be a hole right here open. But then again, like, let's look at the block. Let's count the number of players. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. No, we have 6 blockers. And then this safety comes down into the box. So they basically have 7 defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders. And we just don't have the numbers. Because Chris Paul shouldn't be blocking the safety here. He needs to be coming around and blocking the linebacker. But I'm not going to blame him because he blocks the first white jerseys he sees, which is exactly what he should be doing. So, just not enough blockers for the defenders. Play action. Steps up. Pumping. Doing it with his legs. I wanted a flag there for sliding quarterback, but he was a little late. It's fine. To have Derek Barnett as a guy that you can bring in, it's a good double team. But anyway, just to have Barnett come in as a guy that rotational is pretty filthy. Josh Harris needs to seek back $1 billion from the NFL for getting screwed by the refs. Those are underneath. Nice. Good quick decision there. Get rid of it to Jahan. Let's see the route he ran too to get open. And oh yeah. Oh no, wait. I was looking at the wrong player. So Jahan's here. No, it's just play design gets him open. Really good play. Doesn't even need to use his route running. Just nice play design. And Howe gets rid of that ball quickly. Love to see it. Love to see it. Three receivers to the right. Nice. Jahan tore the Eagles up. Yes, he did. Good job. Good job, Sam. The Kobe D, not very good on the coverage there. Not very good on the coverage. Washington's so annoying to play, not going to lie. Let's look at the blocking on this run. That was a nice run. Nice run on first down here. I love when Josh Sweat just takes himself out of the play because Leno doesn't even touch him. See, I wish Leno right here, let him go. Just if you want to make that, if you want to do that, just go up and go block somebody else. Don't turn. Go block. He just took himself out of the play by doing that. It's an outside zone. You jump way in like that, just keep on running. And then he could be out here and help blocking here for Gibson. But this is outside zone. Like, you going to do that? That's fine. You're beat. You're beat easily right there. Go up to the next guy. Good block there by Pringle. But yeah, Leno, why are you wasting your time turning around blocking nobody? Quick throw over to the right side. Nice. What the Three Stooges nonsense is this? What are we doing here? Like, what's our assignments? Like, who do we actually are supposed to block here? What are we doing? Just bowling pins. Strike. Thought Gibson and Allen would be traded today. Definitely not Allen. That's not happening. QB sneak. I think he got it. I think they gave him the first down here. Good job, B-Rob. Push your guy forward. Love it. Takes a snap. Play action. How somehow gets that ball out of there. I thought his arm got hit. I don't know how his arm does not get hit here. Charles Leno just getting beat again. Luckily, it does not cause a turnover. Jahan in motion. 3 receivers to the right. Play action. Oh, man. Just a little overthrown. Oh, man. Game of inches. That's a... Terry. Little hesitation to get... little hesitation, then go. Man, you just have a little more air under that football. A little more air to let him run right underneath it. Oof, it's so close. So close. Good blocking. Sam Cosmi kind of lost his guy there at the end, though. Terry did hesitate. Good point on him, yeah. But I think that was a part of the route. Just a little hesitation to get open. Plot twist, Commanders fire Mayhew, hire Bruce Allen. Could you imagine? That's funny. My wife and I played the exact same game. Oh, jeez. I wish he squeezed it right in here, but he would have dropped back in there. It would have been. It's a hard throw to make. I think it's fine. Check it down. You're good. Get a couple. Better than taking a sack. Getting rid of the football I love. I mean, Leno is just so bad. I mean, come on. He has no anchor. No anchor against the bull rush. Takes a snap. Drops back. Steps up. Zigzagging around. Couldn't get to the first down marker. Couldn't get to the first down marker. But I think we did get an automatic first down, didn't we? Didn't they have like a defensive holding here or something? Yeah, it's fresh set of downs. I think they did a defensive holding. Handoff up the middle. B-Rob gets a gain of 3. Good tackle there by Street. Yeah, he is. I agree, James. He missed the block there, too. Like, let's go back to this. Where is he supposed to run this ball? B-Rob. Pulling. We got zone outside zones here. We got the fake jet sweep. This looks like a counter to follow this right here. Yep, because he's already looking right here. He's countering. So he wants to run right behind here, right? John Bates doing a good job coming up to get to the linebacker or safety. This safety's coming up, obviously, in the red zone, so probably don't have an accounted blocker necessarily here. But Leno should never lose this block. He had the tight end help. Just sweep it through. And yet somehow he loses that rep. He is pathetic. Charles Leno sucks. That may have been a pick, too. Honestly, was this going to be picked? Yo, wait. No, yeah, never mind. This is a good hit by here. Honestly, that may have been intercepted by Nakobe Dean if it doesn't get tipped. Nakobe Dean may have... That's actually fortunate it got batted down. Leno is a 4-letter word. Yes, it is. Tim, did you know that Leno is a $15 million cap hit next year? Shh. I hate it. And then he throws a strike in there to Logan Thomas. Nice. Way to get open, Logan. That's a beautiful pass by Sam Howell. Beautiful pass on the hitch. I mean, on the slant. Dude, I don't think Cheeseman has had a bad snap since we brought in those dudes. Notice that we have yet to... Nobody, like, the long snapper woes has completely silenced since we brought in those 5 guys and he won the job back. Complete silence. Cheeseman's done a really good job. I don't think we missed a field goal since then, too. Oh, we did have the one blocked. We had the one blocked last week against the Giants. Other than that, it's been really good. Jump. Sly missed versus the Bears, week 4. Did he miss one against the Bears? You might be right. I don't remember. Week 5, rather. Week 5, Thursday night. Missed field goal here, yeah. A 46-yard field goal, miss wide right. Good call, Troy. Good call. I think that was after we brought in those extra guys. I think we brought the guys after week 3. Can we bring in the next 5 guys for Ron next week? Yeah, let's see. All right, what defense is this? We just gave it a nice play. Tampa 2. Frickin' Mayo, dude. Come on, dude. Mayo, what are you looking at? Like, make a play. Like, he's throwing the football. Make a break on the football, dude. Just so slow. So slow. You don't miss that field goal. We beat the Bears. They was choking. That's right. That was when they scored. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. I don't know if we beat the Bears, but it was a big miss. Definitely took the wind out of our sails. Just watching Chase Young. I mean, he's clearly just playing contain all game. So, a lot of just contain. But also, Mulata did a really good job on him overall, that's for sure. Nice play call at the right time. Goddard just wide open. Yup. Is it zone or man? Hold on. If it's zone, then Kendall Fuller needs to come up and play this. There's no way to tell. No way to tell. The frickin' Bears looked at us and said, "This is our get right game." Yup. Really good play call at the right time. Play action. A lot of cover 2 this game. A lot of cover 2. Where's the hold? Did they call hold here? Maybe they called hold. Did they go back up to the 47 or something? Watch this hold. Nope, no hold call. And then we're just leaving a dude wide open. All right, let's analyze this play. What's the play call here? Looks like cover 2. Whoever that is. Danny Johnson? But he's not a safety? Wait, we called cover... This is definitely cover 2. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11. This is clearly cover 2. But Danny Johnson and Kendall Fuller... Did we get the wrong personnel? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this defense? Tim, I read some crazy theories today. Apparently, Ron wanted to trade Montez to the Bears because he loves that franchise and wants to get back with the organization after this year. That's one theory. Okay, so Cameron Curl is the other safety on the field here. But he's playing the middle of the field? I guess is this just straight up cover 1? With a zone underneath everywhere? Like, Danny Johnson's not a safety. But he clearly shouldn't be here. Because this looks like cover 2 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Danny Johnson's the only one that's odd man out. But Danny Johnson's not a safety. Like, why would he be covering a deep half? And then is that Jamin rushing the pass? So we have a blitz and then we have a Lyman dropping back into coverage. Has Danny Johnson ever played a deep half of the field safety ever? No, there's 11 on the field. I counted it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, it almost looks like Cameron Curl is out of place. But he's not. Like, he's the safety. If this is cover 2, he's got to drop back. Like, Danny Johnson's not a safety. Unless we're running some weird, like, trying to disguise it, and then he is supposed to be the deep safety, and he just never got the call. I guess we are. I guess Danny Johnson is supposed to be the deep cover 2 safety here. That is a very weird defense. Sorry, that's why they're crazy theories, yeah. Yeah, I would love an explanation on that one. Did they ever talk about the blown coverage? I'm blaming Jack because it's a dumb play call. Yeah. Ron Rivera press conference, post-game Eagles. Did they ever talk about it? Something exotic from JDR? Doubt it. I'm kind of curious here. Man, nobody's going to talk about the blown coverage. Nobody asked that question. That's an interesting question to forget. I guess it's a long game, a lot of stuff that they could question and whatnot. But man, when you give up a touchdown in a 7-point game to tie it up with a blown coverage, you think that's something that people would ask about, but clearly not. Clearly not. All right. 3 receivers to the right, takes the snap, drops back. Yeah, see, this is the start of pretty wild plays. In a couple plays, this is the interception. Like, this one is, like, this is not the throw. That is dangerous, to say the least. And luckily, that one didn't get picked off. Take a look at the protection. Nearly got the sack, and he's getting doubled. Nice. Quick throw underneath. 3rd down and 5, and then he just forces this big time here. Yeah, this is not it. Especially, like, you have a 1st down here. or here. Like, yeah, it just predetermines this. And he's trying to squeeze this in, but he just throws it too high also. Like, if you're going to throw this, then it's got to be way lower. Terry also seems to be running a pretty long, like a deep route here. Like, I see what he's seeing. It's just thrown too high because what he's looking at is Cunningham. He's basically, Cunningham vacates this area. To me, Terry needs to be cutting sooner here. I don't know why he's coming up so deep for this slant pass. I mean, how far away? He's cutting it like 7 yards. Yeah, he's at the. We're at the 20. Where does he make his cut? 6. So his cut's at 6 yards. Seems like it's very deep for a slant. So it's almost more of a dig that he's cutting at to run across 10 yards, which you don't ever throw this at 10 yards here. Not to mention, it's just super covered. And he reads it, like he's eyeing it the whole way. James Brady just puts his foot in the ground. Predetermined, and that ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. Sam didn't have a good fourth quarter. Yeah, like that one, it's almost like Terry ran a too deep of a route, but if he ran the right route, then that's never the read. Like, why is Sam zipping it in there 10 yards? I'm like, I don't know. That ain't the one, man. That ain't the one. Clearly, because it didn't end up right, but all right, handoff up the middle, Swifty, no gain. And this is the one where they ran the fake tush push, right? No, this is the Julio Jones one. The fake tush push came later. So yeah, this gave him the lead. This didn't give him... Yeah, that's right. This did not give him the 2 touchdown lead. This just gave him the 1 touchdown lead. And then you got the thing here. This is just a nice throw by Jalen Hurts. Really nice throw. And Danny Johnson nearly can get his hand in there, but nope, couldn't do it. Do you have a Chase jersey? Nope. This quarter is how Sam played the other games. Yeah. So run the ball. Nice. Really good play here to start this drive. Your quarterback just threw a pick. Let's change it up. Good block there by Bates. Really good block. Delayed handoff now. Nice. Good back-to-back runs here for the Commanders. Leno. Luckily, B-Rob makes this guy miss because Leno is not making this block very well. It's not very good at all. Chris Paul does enough. It's really just hitting the hole really quick and hard there by B-Rob. It's not particularly well blocked. It's not poorly blocked. It's just not. It's not like you're looking at that and being like, "Wow, look at the offensive line play," you know? Takes a snap, blitz. That is a dart. Oh my gosh, that's in the breadbasket. Dude, you see the defender's numbers? Just throw it out there. Give your receiver a chance. And Gibby, what a grab. What a grab by Gibby. That's a heck of a throw by Sam Howell right there. Not bad protection either. Good job by the O-line. Play action, rolling to his left. Oh, man, he had him. Just why are you throwing it so far out? Bradbury fell. Good blocking. Lost it there at the end of Leno. But yeah, I mean, he had him there. Just throws it out of bounds. He essentially just threw it away. He didn't expect Bradbury to fall. Makes the hard throws but misses the easy ones. Yeah. Giants were close to trading the Jordy Jackson to the Niners, but couldn't get it in time. Wow. What a flop. That's horrible. You get paid millions of dollars to make a trade, and you can't get it in on the timetable. Like, good gosh. I don't think they couldn't get it in time. I think they just didn't agree to the terms. He's not it yet. Yeah. Agreed. Takes a snap. How? Plenty of time. Ugh, low throw. Terry's got to make that catch, but definitely a very low throw. Like, start throwing it now. Throw it already. Like, you're so late. And then Terry has to come back for it. It ends up hitting him in the head. Man. You'd love to see Terry make this grab for your quarterback, but he's slipping, hits him in the head rather than in the chest. Tough break. And then Terry just drops this one. This has got to be a catch. Just realized we play the Niners this New Year's. Yeah, we do. Terry's got to make that grab. And then we give up a touchdown here. This is the game. Chase making a nice play in the run game there. So there's his one tackle of the game. I mean, that's a big-time tackle when you need it. But, yeah. Terry seemed frustrated, as he should be. He should be mad at himself. You got to make that grab, dude. So horrendous throw? Yeah, it's a bad throw, but Terry's got to make that catch. But it is a bad throw. I agree. 6 sacks on Hal, yeah. Good defense by Curl. But unfortunately, the defense couldn't get off the field on this play right here. Of course not. What, do we run cover 4? No, man-to-man. Oh, we did get off the field? Or is there like a defensive holding or something? Did we actually get the ball back? Am I crazy? I don't remember this. Wow. We got the ball back? And then what happened? So it's still a 1-score game here, right? Or is it a 2-touchdown game here? After we force the punt, what is it at? Why did I think they scored here? Because I thought they went up by 2 touchdowns right here. Oh, we've got the... Okay, and then this is where the downs happens. Got it. This is when the turnover on downs. Got it. So we force the punt. And then we have the ball with like 3 minutes to go. We need to tie it up here. And then, okay, got it. All right, Troy, we lost this game because of Sam, yeah. Ugh, Terry's open there too, and he just gets it batted down. Big play by Zach. It's a nice hit by Sidney Brown. I mean, isn't that kind of hitting a defensive receiver? He didn't hit him head-to-head, though. That's good. So. But is this receiver not defenseless here? Like, is that not a defenseless receiver? That you come up and waylay like that? All right. After this, well, you know what? I'm going to watch one more play because after this, the game's over. Sam sacked. Fumble. Does he have anybody open? What's the play call here? We need 5 yards. Why are we calling such deep play here? Nobody's open either. Why are we calling this? Terrible play call. But anyway, all right, I'm done watching the film. I just wanted to go watch. Let's go watch this. This. Let's bring it down here. Force of the punt. We get the ball. Just wanted to watch this nonsense yet again. Okay. Okay. I'll let you guys hear it too.
Underneath at the 30, and looks like Jahan Dotson.
Yep. Calls it a catch. Says move the chains.
Will get the first down. Darius Slay was
Darius
right
Slay
with him.
is hurt.
Slay is hurting. They've had enough.
So when do
injuries
they
in the
come in and
secondary.
say
incomplete?
incomplete?
Nice throw in the middle of the football field out of that bunch formation, so you're creating traffic, and when that ball was sliding around there, but he was able to keep it kind of locked between his legs right there.
I don't even want to watch the replay. I want to watch the refs here.
Kind of between the legs, but he's able to.
We need an all 22, but for the
back
refs.
into the belly.
So 1st and 10.
Dotson, 9 catches. He's got a touchdown, over 113 yards. A career day for him, the leading receiver.
They move the chains and everything.
Starting second warning, Washington with 2 timeouts remaining.
And now they're changing the call here.
And Eli Ricks may go to that corner spot with Bradbury on the other side. Let's see if they wind the clock. Washington wants to.
Yeah, they still the ref or the commentators who do have full access to this, or still don't know what's going on. It's unbelievable how like this was egregious. This was just egregious. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. We need to make the catches there. We need to make things happen, but it is what it is here, man. Is what it is. All right. I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. All right. You guys are goats. You guys are the goats. We got to 5,000 subs. All right. I'll be back on Thursday, dudes. I'll be back on Thursdays. Then all of a sudden the mics don't work. Yeah. The mics don't work. Right. Thoughts on this game? I thought Sam played really well in that interception. I really liked it. Overall, EB called a really good game. Yeah, Chase Young and Montez Sweat. I mean, the whole defensive line was asked to contain Hurts into the pocket, which we've seen over and over again throughout this year. Our defensive coordinator is terrible. Not a shock to any of you that watch the team. But yeah, the defensive coordinator is just garbage. He's I don't know what. I don't know if he was always that bad, or I don't know how he had such good defenses back in the day. Maybe he was always a dude that just loved the soft cover 4 zone and just had better players to run it. I don't know. I really don't understand it. But what I do know, did you show the Smith catch or lack of a challenge? We didn't. We already agreed on that. But yeah, I didn't go through the full breakdown of that. But yeah, we know what happened, right? Because it should have been challenged by Ron, but it wasn't. Yeah. I don't like EB's fourth down play calling. I think EB's fourth down play calling is pretty bad. I think that's bad. But, you know, I know the narrative is that Chase Young was soft on this one. He didn't try hard, blah, 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 blah. I disagree. I think it's just that it was the play calling for the coach. I think that it was a lot of keep him in the pocket, don't let him get loose. And the couple times that he did rush hard, Jalen Hurts did get loose. And then that's probably something where Jack Del Rio was like, hey, you have to keep him in the pocket, 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 and let him beat him with his arm. And he did. And he destroyed us, even though, it's the secondary's not good enough. Benjamin St-Juste had some decent plays, but he had some plays where he wasn't very good either. And he's our number one corner, and that's terrible, unfortunately. No, Troy had nothing to do with that. He was bad before that. If the refs also threw the flags like last year, it's been a different game. Don't get me wrong. The refs definitely did not call a great game. We did enough to win. We didn't do enough to win. With how it played out, there's things that we put it in the ref's hands that we shouldn't have, right? And him calling cover 4 on first down had nothing to do with January 6th, okay? His January 6th comments. It's just bad defensive play calling, and then also bad personnel. David Mayo sucks. Our safety room is pretty terrible, except for Cameron Curl. Percy Butler's not great. Quan Martin's not good. It's just bad, right? So, we're now in limbo. That's where we currently sit, limbo. We're waiting for the new regime. We're waiting for the firings to begin. I don't know why it's taking Harris so long to make this decision. I don't know what the benefit is of keeping Ron here any longer. You could clearly kneecapped him by getting rid of 2 pass rushers here. Even though it's not even that big of a deal, if that's all we lost, I do agree that it's not the end of the world because really it's all about the play calling anyway. So Jack Del Rio took his 2 defensive ends out of the game with his play calling, right? Just don't even worry about rushing the quarterback. Just play patty cake with the tackles and make sure that Hurts stays in the pocket. So it doesn't matter who your pass rushers is. Anybody could do that. Right, you could tell Tuhill to play patty cake. You could play James Smith-Williams. You could play Andre Jones, KJ Henry. All these guys can play patty cake and keep a dude in the pocket. So that's fine. Mac Jones about to look like Tom Brady for sure. No, Jack needs to be fired. Yeah, he does, and he does, James. He does. We're going for a top 5 pick. Need more consistent QB in NBA play. Plenty of players who play 3 good quarters and can't be in the 4th. Yeah. I guess you meant NFL. Josh needs to do it now so we can prepare. I want to see EB have a shot, but maybe they don't want EB. Maybe EB is not even on their board and they don't care. So in their opinion, the entire coaching staff needs to be good, I guess. Dan Quinn for defense or head coach at this point. Well, he wouldn't be defensive coordinator because he's going to keep his job over there. But Dan Quinn, how old is he now? 62? That's my guess. No, he's only 53? You know what? You know what? He's not as young as I want him to be. I want him younger. I really do. But this is kind of twofold, right? Our defense is going to get a lot better with him here. And Dallas loses this incredible genius of a defensive coordinator. And then if he hires the right offensive coordinator, that's going to be a big thing, right? But I mean, he did hire Kyle Shanahan over there, which obviously was tremendous. They nearly won the Super Bowl, couldn't quite hold on. I don't know who he hired as an offensive coordinator after, like, who was the Atlanta offensive coordinator history? Atlanta Falcons offensive coordinator history. Shanahan, Steve Sarkisian. He made it to the playoffs one time in 2017. So he was there for 2 seasons, rather, 17 and 18. Had a 1-1 record under Coach Sarkisian in the playoffs. And then Dirk Ketter in 2019 and 2020. Team made the playoffs one time in 2012. Had a 1-1 record with Coach Ketter. And then right now it's Dave Ragone. And he's been there for 3 years so far. So Steve Sarkisian, Dirk Ketter, and Kyle Shanahan. Mike Mularkey before that. But no. So when he was there, he hired Kyle, which was awesome. I love that. Steve Sarkisian. I don't know much about Steve Sarkisian. What is he doing? That name sounds so familiar, though. Steve Sarkisian. He's a football coach, former player. He's the head coach of Texas. And Texas offense has been legit since he's been hired over there. And he was the Alabama OC before that. I wonder why he went from Atlanta Falcons OC to Alabama's OC. Did he get fired? Did I see Washington also? No, University of Washington. Okay. Atlanta Falcons. He was fired of offensive coordinator in December 31st, 2018. The offense scoring improved to 25.9 points. Sarkisian was hired as offensive coordinator of Falcons, taking over the recently departed Kyle Shanahan, who left to become a head coach. The offense's scoring output under his guidance dropped from 3.8 per game in 2016 to 22.1 points per game in 2017. In 2018, the offense scoring improved to 25.9, but he was fired on December 31st in 2018. Interesting. I mean, that's a pretty significant drop. Nearly 34 to 22. But isn't that when they had like a ton of offensive line problems? Because then they started drafting a lot of offensive linemen. Interesting. Here, I'll go back to this so you can see what I'm seeing. Let's go to the Falcons. Schedule. Ruby's coming back in. 2017. 2017. So they started off decent with scoring. And then after that, they really started not scoring at all, huh? But I don't know. They had some games where they scored a lot of points. Minnesota, they only scored 9. But Minnesota's defense was really legit that year. Interesting that this adds up in 2017. No, wait, hold on. This is when they were really good. No. Yeah, he was the coordinator for 2017 and 2018. February 2017, yeah. And New England's obviously got a great defense over there. I mean, he definitely blew up some defenses over, man. It's interesting that this adds up to 22 point whatever. Just not as good as the year before. Then 2019, the defense for Atlanta fell apart. What's going on with Dan Quinn? Golly, they were just getting destroyed. And what's crazy is that their offense actually is not that bad. I mean, look at how they ended the year. After week 10, 26, 29, 22, only 18 there at that time, but 40, 29, 24, and a 28 points in overtime. Interesting. Okay, well, seems like he hired 2 decent offensive coordinators in Sarkisian, and we already know about Kyle Shanahan, so maybe he is good enough to be an offensive coordinator over here. Pull this back over here. What do you guys think? College coaches struggle in the NFL. Yeah, there he goes. Yep, he is up there in age, though. He's only 53. He's not that bad. Pete Carroll had to go back to college. JJ is the exception. Seems like he is always losing the college football playoffs. Does he even win in college, though? I don't know. Pete Carroll is still in Seattle. What are you talking about? Ravens got a college coach. He's doing all right. No, Ravens, he was a special teams coach. John Harbaugh. He was first coach in New England. Troy, not at all. I got that this wouldn't be Lane Kiffin or Harbaugh first stop in the NFL. Look, Nick Saban or Moore went back is my saying, but dude can probably adjust back well for Harbaugh. I don't want to hire Sarkisian as my hi. I don't want to hire Sarkisian as my head coach. I'm thinking about going back to Quinn. But can Quinn be a head coach and keep that great defense, though? Seems like he's a much better coordinator. Yeah, I mean, Ben Johnson's been my first choice for a while. I said I wanted Ben Johnson. I was the first one to say Ben Johnson. As crazy as that's. Ever since we played him week 2 last year, I was like, dude, I want Ben Johnson as my head coach. You can go back and look at my stuff. But yeah, so I'm not mad with Ben Johnson whatsoever. If we go that direction, that's awesome. But it all depends on who he hires as a defensive coordinator. That's going to be a big thing. See, if you hire a defensive coach, it matters who their offensive coordinator is. If you hire an offensive coach, then it matters who the defensive coordinator is, right? And I really want Alec Hallaby. Alec Hallaby is the guy that I really want from I want somebody from the Eagles organization. Alec Hallaby seems like a really close player. Smart guy, and I would love him. Ravens signed Michigan defensive coordinator as their DC. Gotcha. As a defensive coordinator. Gotcha. Anyway, all right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. All right, that's all I got. All right. Complain some more. Just kidding. But anyway, appreciate all of you being here. I'll see you next time. And until next time, see ya!